up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Earth's a flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Sharon said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he chilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules.
Earth is like?
Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight.
Earth is like?
Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies.
Earth is like?
Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on a 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yepper.
Yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
I think quantum is the most impressive and precise and advanced field of science in the history of mankind. And we have incredible advancement and precision and predictive capabilities. Like, it's amazing what we do on the quantum scale.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
I think quantum is the most impressive and precise and advanced field of science in the history of mankind.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
I think quantum is the most impressive and precise and advanced
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
field of science in the history of mankind.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
Quantum mechanics is a real field of science where we do scientific experiments. It's probably the most precise science known to man.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
It's amazing what we do on the quantum scale.
And we're off. As usual, if you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. Go on over to Discord, see if Flatsy's in the VC. Flatsy.
Present.
Yeah, you're about the only one.
Well, I'm excited. Are we going to address that little clip you just played there, finally?
What clip? I don't think that's... I don't know if that's in here, in the video that we're doing. That's a good darn question. I don't know. I don't think I got it from here. Huh.
Oh.
That's a good one. See, that's a little curveball you threw at me there. I don't think so. I don't think that he says that here. If he does, it's way in the beginning. Now you're going to have to get me going back there probably after. I'm not going to do it now. Probably after the show and go back and see if I can't figure out if that's in it. See, it's a pain in the butt. 1 second. Let me see how long this thing is. This is usually not the case because I got it from New Perspective, and he usually just clips little bits and pieces. They're bite-sized pieces. This is 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours and 57 minutes long. So now, to satisfy your request, I'm going to have to go back and clip through here and see if I can catch it. If it's even here. You know how much time that takes?
Well, where did you get it to begin with?
If I knew that, I'd tell you.
Okay.
It might be in the beginning. It could be. But it's going to take me time to go back and snatch it again. So thanks a lot, Flatsy. I had nothing better to do.
Did he say all that stuff about quantum mechanics, like some of it in the past and some of it now?
No. That's
in the same conversation.
And not only in the same conversation, it's the same. I don't edit those things. If it's a stream, I leave it go.
Good Lord. How could anybody listen to him double speak like that? In one conversation.
No. You're getting mixed up.
What?
Now, hold on a second. The first thing he said, quantum mechanics is retarded. Yes, of course. That is from... It was when he was on FED. The second thing he says, the long stream, is one continuous. So he put some space in between his contradictions. So people, sometimes he does it. Sometimes he does it in the same breath really fast. But in this particular case, he puts a time span between the two, right? So no one's going to catch on. Well, no mortal is going to catch on. You see, I remember what people say that stands out to me. Of course, that one would stand out to me, so I'll just keep it in the memory bank, right? And just wait.
So it was easy for you to find the clip of him saying such a thing to compare it to what he said recently.
Yeah, it was easy to find. Well, easy to find the first one because I remember, where he said it. It was on when he made one of his idiot, contradictory, lying, double-speaking, idiot comments on FED. So I've heard that before a number of times because I reviewed that video. Huh?
So weird. He's a weirdo. What a weirdo.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, because I just keep thinking he must just really want to be you, QE.
No, it's not that. He just makes shit up. He'll make it up right on the spot and motor mouth his way, one of his hundreds of thousands of monologue motor mouths where he makes baseless assertion after baseless assertion. And if he does it real fast, no one's going to catch it, especially out here. I mean, most people listening. Good.
I got a weird instinct about it, okay? I have the fact that he's stealing your arguments and not even giving you any credit for stealing your arguments. This is weird and creepy behavior. So just saying, red flag.
We ain't into stealing arguments. We're gonna get there today, and I wanted to get there with Adam, but Adam is not going to be here today, which saddens me. Now, he has a legitimate excuse, very legitimate. There is a family tragedy, and it's been going on for some time, and I got it, right? I totally understand it, especially this situation, but I find myself in a difficult position now. He could have told me yesterday that he wasn't going to be here, but he didn't do that. He waited till today. And if he would have told me yesterday, I might have done something else because I wanted Adam here to listen to this because we did part of this before. And I was bummed that Adam wasn't there then. So I said to myself a couple days ago, I said, I'm kind of tired of the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0. They've already cordoned themselves off in their retard echo chamber. They're not going anywhere. Let me tell you, they're not stepping out of the English hub or whatever they're at. Because there's flat earthers waiting for them to step out. Not only me. So they can't come out of there. If they do, they're going to get their asses tore up. So they're there. They're cordoned off. Don't have to worry about them. And I wanted to go back to this because I started on this some time ago. This has an end to it, and it's not going to be today. But back to the point. I wanted Adam to be here, and he said this morning he can't. And, I want to get pissed off, right? Because I didn't tell him my whole plan I was unhatching and stuff. He just falls into pissing me off. Not going to show up. Now, I can't get pissed off at him because I understand the family tragedy. However, I'm caught because I still want to be pissed off, but I can't be. You hear me?
Yeah, you kind of got a little long-winded there, letting us know all about it. And you must
shut the hell up. You had to know the context, for God's sake. At least I was quick about it.
At least Adam's here in spirit, clearly.
Adam's not here in spirit. Adam, I want to get pissed off at him, but I can't, and that's pissing me off.
Golly, says the person whose resting state is angry.
I am not angry all the time, as far as you know.
It sure sounds like it.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm angry. I want to get, like I said, I want to get pissed off at Adam, but I can't, and that's pissing me off. So that's where we're.
Yeah, any reason to be angry. Yeah.
That's. But there is I just explained to you why I needed to be angry and why it was justified. You want me to do it again?
Yourself. Yeah, sure. Let's hear it all over again.
Yeah, like we did last night. That's too funny.
That was so good.
That's a play on our conversation. We had a conversation last night, not about the show. We were talking about something else. And that touche, Flatsy, touche. Because I was the one saying, "Can you explain that again? We missed it the first time."
Oh gosh. Betty and I had a really good conversation after that, after the boys left.
After the boys left, did you? Good.
Mm-hmm. It was good. Shout out to Betty.
What you talk about, flowers and sewing and shit?
We were talking about the Bible.
Ah, I gotcha. All right. Now what are we going to do? Now, we got Level Lioness and Berserker in here. They're not part of the crew. Where's Brian?
I don't know. I sent him a message.
You don't need to send him a message. What's up?
No, I wasn't to him specifically. It was just in the group chat.
Watch this little bit of irony. Hey, Level Lioness, what's up?
How's it going, Kiwi?
She missed it.
Your sister's ankles?
Ah, yeah, that's right. Oh, boy, that's an inside joke. We won't go there anymore. Yeah. So we're going back. Today we're going to head back to the Land of Misfit Toys, the mother server, Land of Misfit Toys 1.0. Like I said, we'll get back to 2.0. I'm going to leave little second grade retards alone for a little while. Because they're hilarious. I mean, they're reduced now to putting wigs and stuff on my thumbnails, and what else are they doing?
Quantum Karen.
Yeah, Quantum Karen. Yeah, you like that? That tickled you, didn't it?
Yes.
Because deep down, there's a retard second grader in you somewhere.
Sure.
Sure there is.
We all have our childlike wonder still a little bit in us,
Sure, it just comes out because that's not you, but for them. It's so pathetic. But I'll leave them alone to their own devices. I did invite a couple couple of them on the show. The retard Timbo, the numpty from Down Under, but I don't think he's coming on the show, from what I heard. There was some expletives, and he ain't coming on the show to get berated. That's what I heard. And one of the real slime balls that are brown nosing with the idiots over there, Kiwi Buzz. Kiwi Buzz, yeah, he's one of the slimy lurches that are just underneath the surface. He never says much. He just chats skanks. So I caught him chat skanking, and I said I invited him on the show. He said he had to work. Of course, he's been replying to me in VC for the last, 12 hours. It's so pathetic. And he's dumber than DJ is, so... but he decided that he doesn't want to come on the show. Maybe he'll show up. Maybe I can rage bake him into coming on the show.
Rage bake? Like a cake?
Baiting.
Remember when DJ did come on here and the first little part of him, he forgot to turn off the stream and he was just shouting over it like, "Oh, you're already interrupting me." And we're all like, what? What the heck is going on?
Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because he had planned that, because that's the only port in the storm that they have. Now, particular for DJ, and you notice with Jedi 2, when they come on these things, they turn up their gains on their mic. Number one. That's the first telltale sign. Number two, he had planned it because he told me, "What are you going to do, mute me, Huey?" You know, one of those routines, right? So he had already set it up to where he'd diarrhea motor mouth and then have me mute him, and that's his get out of incoherent jail free card. But Huey muted me. I tried. Yeah, that sort of...
I'm sorry, I just can't forget that he thought that he was getting interrupted when it was because he was echoing the show through his own mic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, he gave the game away right there. No one catches on to it, or they don't want to catch on to it. Right? Hey, DJ dumbass. I'm still waiting, Mr. Refraction retard. I'm waiting for those horizontal density gradients. You scare one of those up yet? An idiot. So what they got going on over there now is they're giving the ballers gravity. We already went over that. They're giving them refraction. What else they giving them? Anything else?
Oh, yeah, they're giving them fucking gravity, too, man.
That's what I said. Gravity, refraction.
Gravity, refraction,
Second pole, 2 poles.
Oh, yeah, giving them second poles, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but that's not directly a flat... Well, I don't know. That's iffy. So gravity and refraction. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I've heard this same thing before. So have you. Let me bring this back to Globebusters. Right around, I would say the middle to end of 2018. I'm listening to Globe Dumpsters Bob and the crew, Hanoi Jaron, what's his name from Brazil or Argentina, and maybe a couple other crown munchers. I can't remember if Witsit was there or not, but he was preaching to everyone about going to the secular authorities, and he said, listen, what we cannot do, we cannot deny gravity when we take our case to secular science. And I'm there, what in going on? So I just thought I'd bring that back to your memories. So this has happened before. And guess what happened to Globe Dumpsters? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, see, I don't know if they went as far as to give them refraction or not. I can't remember if that was the case, but they damn sure definitely did it with gravity. And they substituted it with incoherent dielectric acceleration. They wanted to give him a new time. That's more or less the refraction component. See, now they want to give them the 2.0 wants to give them refraction, but they want to give them atmospheric refraction. I don't know. It's so convoluted and so stupid. Just to let you know, it didn't turn out well for the Globe Dumpsters crew. You idiot terrorist sympathizing DJ dumbass Yoder. Somebody was telling me something yesterday. Somebody admitted something to me. They said even before they banned me, they had this plan going on for a while. I knew that in retrospect. I knew that. But what he was telling me was he'd be in 24/7 when I wasn't there. And DJ and Jetty and all those guys would be talking about me like a dog. And then when I'd show up, it would be all funsies. And Jetty, he used to call me boss, for years. And the gentleman that was telling me this, when I'd come in, Jetty would say, yeah, boss, this boss, that boss. He said he was sitting there dumbfounded. See, I wasn't aware of that was happening. But he said, yeah, it was like a month or two before they got rid of you. They would two-face you all the time. Just like second grade retards. But yeah, we'll get back to them. I wanted to revert back to the video that I started with before that was some time ago. It was sometime probably at the end of September. We were going over this video. So I wanted to go back here to finish it up because it leads somewhere. Not so much the material that they're talking about here, but I want to give you some context and where this leads, right? Because it's, well, you're going to have to make the call when we get there. It's not going to be today. We're not going to get that far.
Just beware of your echo issue.
Yeah, let me test something. I'm going to test something out here today. I don't think it's going to work, but I'll give her a go. All right. We might get into it. Shout out to Brian, who's always on time.
Are you starting right now, or can I give you a bit of news quickly?
Quickly.
Okay, yeah. Regarding the incident where Nathan insulted your wife and that, the panel on his server, where I'm included in that, we all said that he can't be doing things like that. Otherwise, we may not be coming on the show. Basically, we may not be members because that's not what Flat Earth's about, basically. And then he's apologized to the panel, of course, slight regrets. And that's the situation. He's pulled that show as well, I think.
I never heard it.
And that's it.
I never heard it.
You never heard it, of course.
You know what that is? You know what that is, Jen?
Yeah, go on.
Do 7 offsuit. That's what happens when you have do 7 offsuit. That's what you resort to.
Okay.
Follow?
Yeah.
Yep. So I didn't hear it. It's a nothing burger to me anyway, but okay. You did tell me.
Yeah, I like the attitude. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's fine. Could do what they want. Not going to hurt me. Not going to hurt my wife. It's just do 7 offsuit, and I thank you for it. I just let you speak. Yeah, that's all I need to do most with these crayon munchers. Unfortunately, he's a crayon muncher now too, so. Yep. All right. We killed enough time waiting for Brian. Ricky's probably running a potato marathon or something.
Something like that.
Mr. Potato Head. Okay, let's do a little test. Pull that up. There we are in Earth Awakenings. Let's go ahead and put you guys over here. All right, this is Witset and a bunch of idiot. You got Jeremy too. Forgot it. I don't know what it is. Jeremy, around 2018 or so, he was sharp. Hold on. Friggin' cat. So I don't know what happened to him. Like I said, Jeremy was sharp. He used to go to Gem Pandas and other servers and really drag the ballers around by their short hairs. Now that it's 2025, 2026, he's gotten more retarded, if that's possible. I don't know. I can't explain this phenomena. It's not only happened to him, it's happened to many people. How is it possible? What is going on out here? Not rhetorical.
Oh, well, I don't have the answer for that, but you know, your psychic potato is here. He might have an answer.
Psychic potato. Did he bust on in here? Shut up, you.
Hey, Kiwi, hey, Flatsy, and everyone. Yeah, I don't know if I can stay for the full show, but I'll be here for a while.
Oh, thanks a lot. You weren't here for the beginning of it.
No, I wasn't.
What? You have to give potato mouth-to-mouth resuscitation or something?
Yeah, Brian,
Yeah,
did the dog eat your homework?
Yeah, that's what happened, Jim. I have to start all over again.
All right. Well, I think we already covered some of this, Brian. But I wanted to not to rehash everything that we went over here before. I wanted to do this because I thought Adam was going to be here, but as you already know, he's not going to make it. Yeah.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear me say I want to get pissed off at him, but I can't be pissed off because of the reason and rationale, and I understand, and I'm pissed off that I can't get pissed off at him.
Oh, yay, we got to go over this again.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, I understand the situation. Like, you're pissed off, but you can't get pissed off.
Yes.
Because if you can get pissed off, you can blame.
Yeah.
You can't blame them. So what can you do?
Yeah, that's it.
One more time for those in the back.
And it pisses me off.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's go. I'm going to go for like 10 seconds. I'm going to make a little change if this helps with the echo in Discord. I don't think it's echoing out on YouTube. I think it's echoing just in Discord because it's back feeding through my mic. So let me throw a monkey wrench into this and put the mic on the opposite and see if this helps. Let me turn it up too, because I'm not going to be able to hear it down that low. That's for darn sure. Okay, let's go for, let's see, 5:57:39. Go for a couple seconds.
Just saying, if you're saying it doesn't properly adhere to modus tollens, then sure. But I just know he's always said it's modus tollens. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Echo. You got an echo.
But I knew it wouldn't work, but I wanted to try it. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna have to manually do it. If I forget, just let me know. All right, here we go. Oh, I forgot to give you the context here. This is like 2 months ago. Like I said, it's new perspective. What he does is he clips the Land of Misfit Toys 1.0, the mother server, because they have 12-hour streams just like the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0 does. But what new perspective does, he'll go in and he'll clip out like really funny parts or really important parts. And usually they're only like 30 or 40 minutes, but in this case, this one's 5 hours. No, I'm sorry, 6 hours. So that's the context. This happened, like I said, 2 months ago. That's right around the time that I did the first one on this, but what other context is here? It's Jeremy. I don't know if Geo pops in here. I can't remember. He might pop in here, but the Land of Misfit Toys. This is where most of the idiot globetards ran, and they've been over here for like 4 or 5 years after we destroyed them over on this side of the fence. So I was wondering where they all went. Well, they went to the Land of Misfit Toys 1.0. They go over there, and you see these guys, just like the Land of Misfit 2.0, Land of Misfit Toys 2.0, DJ Dumbass, Yoder, Jetty, all those idiots, AI Overtard, Gomer Pavlik Stick. They do the same thing. So these people enable Globers just like their progeny. So that's why I connect the two. I hope everyone follows that. So this is Witset talking with some crayon munchers. Some of the people I recognize, some people I don't. We'll just deal with what comes out of his blowhole or any of their blowholes. Here we go.
I'm just saying, if you're saying it doesn't properly adhere to modus tollens, then sure. But I just know he's always said it's modus tollens. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been so many years since I've even made that argument.
It is that modus whatever thing.
The modus whatever thing, Jeremy?
Well, this is promising.
Oh, boy.
However, he switches out the Q. The Globers try to do this all the time.
You're muted.
Is QE's Black Swan?
Yeah, I didn't take this. How did it get? What in the world? Hold on a second. Mother.
What's that? Oh.
And just to finish that up there, and the logically fallacious form is where you're assuming the conclusion, or you're taking the conclusion, you're taking the premise to assume the conclusion, or vice versa. You're taking the conclusion to assume the premise.
What on earth? Obviously, he's talking about modus tollens and modus ponens together, and he's screwing it all up.
Yeah,
I mean, I would say once you manipulate the independent variable, though.
Jeremy, scientific hypotheses have nothing whatsoever to do with logic or logical fallacies. You're in a complete two different categories. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, what do you take, a dumbass pill and all of a sudden forget your roots? I don't get it. What?
I would say once you manipulate your independent variable, though, like you're good. You're out of you're not doing anything fallacious anymore.
Yeah, good. Thanks. You weren't doing anything fallacious to begin with. If you're manipulating an independent variable, getting it to cause your dependent variable, so you're just a moron.
Now you know. You know what I'm saying, right?
Wrong. So anyone that doesn't pipe up and correct this nonsensical bullshittery is guilty as he is.
Right, because
right. So we got almost exactly, makes perfect sense, and Andy, hold my beer. So
is Jeremy saying P causes Q? Is that what he's?
Hey.
I don't know what that's.
I don't know what he's saying. He just like totally swapped over to the scientific method. Well, I don't understand what happened.
Well, because it's a category error. Brian, you're going to have to ask Jeremy because I don't know. You can't answer that question. You're going to have to ask him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was asking QE, not you, Flassy. Thank you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Damn, she took that well. She didn't take the bait.
No, it's actually I didn't think she'd take it so well.
Nice mic, by the way, Brian. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I mean, can I just clarify something, please? Yeah. Wizard, is QE's Black Swan fallacious?
So we got a Bevtard in here, I think, or I don't know. So what he's asking is the modus tollens fallacious? It is got to be one of the top 5 dumbest things I ever heard. It's the opposite. Modus tollens is a deductive argument. Logically speaking. How can it be fallacious if it's a modus tollens?
is QE's Black Swan?
And why is QE being brought up over here? What? Why is that?
Black Swan.
I've never. Well, I was a part of their server for like 5 minutes 6 years ago, right?
Let me guess, you got banned.
Well, no, I forced the band because it was when the server first started. Geo opened it. Geo used to be on the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0. That's where he started out. You guys didn't know that, did you? Who knew that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So Geo was over there. So he started a new server. I never liked the guy. I used to sort of frown on him. I'd never come out and expose him all that much. I should have, thinking about it back then. However, so I went over there, and of course they had all the used globe salesman, the average idiot baller over there. I don't know who brought this topic up, but I'm just sitting there. I wasn't saying anything. I was just sitting there listening to see which direction it would go. And I think Jeremy was there. And what the heck is his name? Montreal, SE Montreal, definitely. SE Montreal was there. And all of a sudden, SE Montreal and Jeremy were already moderators. I don't know how that happened. The server just opened. You got moderators that quick? A whole bunch of them? Okay. So I'm sitting there, and one of the ballers bring up one of their idiot globe proofs that's not really a proof. And, I proceeded to destroy it. Right? And he starts over-talking me. And I'm sitting there, hold on a second, I'm not done with my point. I'm usually pretty concise. Let me get done with it. But he kept on going. And I'm there, SE, are you going to do anything about this or just allow him to overtalk me? And SE didn't really know what to do. But he empathized with me, and I think he corrected him a couple times, but it kept on happening. And so he wouldn't stop. And then he started, this idiot baller, into my military career. So he starts ad-homing me over my military career, over my military records. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. My wife is a veteran, and she's my wife. She can't get into my military records, my OMPF. It's impossible for her to get in. How does he get in there and then start making shit up? I was beside myself. I'm sitting there, SE, are you going to do something? Then Geo pops in, and he's listening to all this. And I'm sitting there, how in the world are you letting this guy ad-hom me? Not only ad-hom me, but go after my military record, which they clearly are clueless of, don't have any idea, just making shit up. And I started getting pissed, obviously, right? And Geo's there, oh, no, come on. Mutes me to let the baller speak. I went, I'm going to tell you, I went fucking ballistic. So that's how it first happened. And then I can't remember if I left or somebody banned me or something. That's it. If you go back, I don't know if they deleted that. It'll be exactly, I've paraphrased a little bit. It'll be exactly just how I described it. And then I called him Hanoi Geo ever since. Yeah, that's how it went down. So anyway,
All right.
yeah. Anyway, back. Good.
Would you let the audience know what you mean by Hanoi Geo and why you also call Jaren Hanoi Jaren?
Yeah, they're backstabbers. They're actually. Jenna came up with a great analogy. They're Globers with flat earth trench coats on. And they're pussies.
I'm I'm going to have to say that. You butchered it.
Go ahead.
Well, you see, they are globetards running around in flat Earth trench coats. And they're pussy.
Sorry, go ahead. The whole thing. Go ahead. I won't interrupt you.
Well, they're globetards running around in flat Earth trench coats, and they're pussies.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what she told me. Was it yesterday? Might have been yesterday, the other day. I don't know. But better to let people say what they want to say and the way they're going to say it. But, yeah. So it's the same old routine. You know, that where you have... Geo demonstrated it long time ago. However, a lot of people have been adopting that philosophy in the last few years. So that's why I call them the Land of Misfit Toys 1.0 and 2.0. It's the same thing. They're backstabbers. They're pretender clowns. They're frauds. So there you go. Good? Let's continue on.
Right.
More?
No, I just thought Flatsy was going to say something. No worries. Thank you.
All right, there we go.
Fallacious.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Is Black Swan fallacious?
No.
Yeah. It's not.
That you got Jeremy saying, yeah. You got Winston saying, no. All right, let's hear it.
Not properly formed. It's not
properly formed. I beg to differ. How is it not properly formed?
Properly formed.
Well, let's come to let's get this right.
Read it out. I'll show you.
Yeah, well, hold on. Isn't the guy saying it's not properly formed the one that said the modus thingy earlier?
Yes.
Is that the same guy?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, pause a second.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, sorry. From my perception, what happens to people, they start hanging around on somebody's servers, and that's all they do. And after a while, they start thinking they're an expert on everything. That's what happens. It seems to be. That's why there's so many of them on these servers saying stupid things, because they just pre-assume that they have increased in knowledge or something. I don't know, to the point of being an expert. And then they say ridiculous, stupid things like that.
Yeah, remember, Jeremy's not a flat earther, by the way. Right? Doesn't call himself a flat earther.
Really?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I never heard that. That's the first I ever heard of that, Jin. I was always on.
He doesn't call himself. He doesn't call himself a flat earther.
OMG.
Because of the things he comes out with, you know, he doesn't call himself a flat earther. He annoys me because he tries to argue with the flat earthers, but he's not a flat earther. You know, that's strange.
All right.
Well, is he a true earther?
Is he a true earther?
Yeah, I think that might be the title for him.
Oh, brother.
I have to ask before you start again, Brian, you sound like a deflated potato. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm glad you're really, concerned about me. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
I am concerned. It doesn't sound like it, but I am. Just wondering.
No, that's just the way my voice is tonight, and I have a bad mic. So.
Saying if you're saying it doesn't properly adhere to modus tollens, then sure, but
then sure. I'd beg to differ with you, sir. And thanks, Brian, for that. It gave me time to go back and find this. It does not properly adhere to modus tollens. Why not? Nothing wrong that I see here. It got the major premise, it has the minor premise, and it has the conclusion. Modus tollens is sound. Maybe get more specific.
I just know he's always said it's modus tollens. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been so many years since I've even made that argument.
No, it is that modus whatever thing.
That modus whatever thing, same guy is telling you that it's malformed.
However, he switches out the Q. The Globers try to do this all the time.
He switches out the Q, and the Globers do this all the time. Okay, let's see what the Q is.
Just before we start,
what?
Maybe the audience may not be aware of this, but Jeremy wouldn't know anything about the P or the Q if it wasn't for you in the first place. So his knowledge comes directly from you as far as modus tollens and modus ponens goes.
Yeah, no one knew any. Not only what the Black Swan, no one knew what logic was when I first came out here. You heard no one speaking of logic or logical fallacies when I was out here. Oh no. None of that. Nothing. Zero.
Yeah, that's the ironic thing, though. I can't say nobody was using logic, but nobody was speaking about it in these type of categorized terms.
Yep.
So how can he say this? You're swapping out the Q when he learned everything he knows from you.
Yeah.
Concerning it.
Well, let's deal with. Listen, he opened up his blowhole. He made a claim. It was retarded, and then he skipped through it. He said, "I switch out the Q like the ballers." I think that's what he said. Let's go back. Let's make sure. Let's pull a fiver. There you go. That should do it.
Modus whatever thing. However, he switches out the Q. The Globers try to do this all the time.
He switches out the Q. The Globers try to do this all the time. So I switch out the Q. That doesn't even make any damn sense. So let's identify what the Q is. If the Earth is a sphere tard with a radius of 3959 miles p, then every horizon distance measurement, this is the Q statement, then every horizon distance measurement must be no more than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. That's Q. How am I switching that out? What am I switching it out to? This is non sequitur. So,
yeah, what are you putting in place of that Q?
Nothing. It's Q.
Oh, it's because you put not in front of it the second time? You know, the not Q, therefore not P. Never mind.
It's not the Q. That's not Q. Not the Q.
That's what I said.
This is gonna get like Abbott and Costello. It's just built that way. So the not Q is not Q.
I know, it's so funny. The only thing you swapped up was put not in front of Q.
I didn't switch that up. It's part of the form of the argument.
I know.
Oh my God, that's too funny, Flotsy. All right, let's see if he details it a little bit more.
This whatever thing. However, he switches out the Q. The Globers try to do this all the time. They'll switch out the P or the Q for something.
Now it's the P or the Q for something. Something
else. And he does that when he says, if Earth is a sphere of 29 or 3959 radius, then da-da-da.
Then da-da-da. The da-da-da was the Q.
He sounds very informed on this topic that he's debunking so well.
Yeah.
I like that sarcasm.
Yeah, the da-da-da. So he screwed up 2959. He didn't even know what the friggin' value was. Then da-da-da. So the da-da-da is what he was complaining about, which is non sequitur. So, okay. Maybe he'll become coherent. Let's give him a chance.
In the end, he takes that 3959 and he just switches it to a globe or a sphere.
In the end, he takes the 3959 and switches it to a globe? What?
Yeah, I know what this is. I don't know if you want me to say it or not.
Okay.
Sorry, it's the pee that he's actually worried about. He doesn't even know.
Superchat.
What?
No.
No?
There is none.
Oh, don't be. That's false advertising.
I didn't do it. Somebody else did.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, this is a common mistake that was made. It started off on the Tritinkin server. Don't know which person it started with, but because at the end of the modus tollens, you have the statement, Earth is not a sphere.
Yep.
They think then the whole thing is fallacious.
Why?
Not realizing that the Earth as a sphere can only have a radius of 3959 miles.
Yep.
It cannot have a radius larger or smaller than that.
Yep.
So once you debunk that radius, which is logically shown via the black swan image, then that you don't need to say Earth is not a sphere of blah, blah, blah radius.
Of course.
And this comes from people listening to the ballers when they say things like, all you've done is, like Mr. Sensible, debunk the radius. But then go on to say, it could be a different radius. You know what I mean? No, that comes from a complete lack of understanding on the ballers' part of their own paradigm and on flat earthers' parts of not understanding the paradigm they're arguing against.
All right. So
it's an ignorance issue.
So if the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 3959 miles p, and then I complete the argument with the Earth is not a sphere, this is sound logically. I don't have to put this part in it because it's in the major premise. I don't have to repeat the details of the major premise in the conclusion. Because like Brian said, the Earth in their sphere tard in the heliocentric model can only be this. It can't be any other radius. Because everything in the heliocentric ball-tard religion is based on, guess what? This radius number. All of astronomy and cosmology, astrophysics, gravity, all their idiot distances, all their orbits, orbital mechanics, everything is based on this. Has to be this or it's nothing. So this argument is sound.
Can I say why?
I just said why.
Yeah, but can I give slightly more detail?
Good.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
As to why it has to be 3959. Because once you claim there's a ratio between nautical and statute miles of 1.1508, and you then take all the south ends of the latitude and longitude grid and cause them to meet underneath the north point of the latitude and longitude grid, you end up with a sphere of radius 3959 miles if you're talking about statute miles, when you convert the nautical to statute at that point. So once you do that, you then, like to say that it could be a slightly bigger, Huey is wrong because it could be a bigger globe or a smaller globe means you don't understand where their globe mathematically came from. It can't be because it means you must violate the latitude and longitude grid, which is the whole origin of their globe, the hijacking of that grid. So that can't be bigger or smaller. It has to be the size it is. And it has to be for them the size it is with the ratio being nautical and statute miles. That is the given. I'm not saying that's the correct ratio, but I'm saying that's the given ratio.
Yes.
So that's why QE doesn't need to put in Earth is not a sphere of radius 3959 miles. Because once he's debunked the 3959 radius bit, then that means Earth is not a sphere. It's that simple.
Yep. Duh. Wasn't this made clear? Coming up on 6. You know the Black Swan's birthday is not too far away.
Yeah. January the 1st.
Yep. 6 years. Yep, that's true. What Brian said and everything that I said, this is nonsensical and was explained 6 years ago. But you're going to have glue sniffing, crayon munching, pretender clown, flat earther. I guess he's not a flat earther, right? He's a true earther. There you go. Well, let's let him go.
Sphere. He doesn't insert radius in there after.
Okay, dude. What a crazy critique. Okay.
Oh, at least I got Witsit sticking up for the Black Swan. What the hell's going on out here?
He understands it better than most, in fairness to Witsit.
Yeah. Too funny.
Man. Well, then it's not the globe.
You can't
he would say
your P and Q up.
Okay, well, let me argue.
If you didn't hear him, he says you can't be switching the P and Q up. I've never switched the P and Q up. P and Q has always stayed right where they lay. What? Jeremy, do you reminisce with strangers?
Argue for him, he would say, well, okay, I didn't, because the only way it can be a globe and still adhere to the distances on Earth in the time of day, etc.
Not the time of day, Witsit, but the distances on Earth and astronomical distances, as I went over.
Is for it to be that size.
Yeah, it must be that size, or it's not a globe tard. You got it. Good job.
No, but it could be a sphere of 4,000 or 400 million or whatever the math.
It could be. Well, let's go back to the major premise. If the Earth is a sphere tard with a radius of 3959 miles, this guy, he can't think clearly. He just contradicted himself. So, no, it can't be a radius of 4 million miles, 400 miles, 4 quadrillion miles, Jeremy. You just train wrecked yourself. It's in the major premise. Ladies and gentlemen, don't sniff glue.
Yeah, 1 second, please. Yeah, he's just proven, he's just supported exactly what I said. Because he just showed that he doesn't understand the globe itself.
He doesn't understand the argument.
Yeah, he doesn't understand the argument because he doesn't understand the globe itself mathematically.
Yep.
There's two things he doesn't understand. And it's, that's on him because it's not as if he turned up there yesterday. He's here with God knows how long.
He was here.
Yeah, true.
He was here. I would put Jeremy here. Beginning of 2018. He might have arrived here in 2017. Jeremy. So.
Yeah, I remember him being on Ranties in, I think, around 2017.
Yep.
So it's very likely, yeah.
Yeah, he's been here country minute. And like I said,
I remember him in 2017 myself, and I don't understand why they don't get it. It can be no more than. That's the end. Those words are solid.
No, he wasn't even on that. He wasn't even on that, Jen. He was train wrecked. He didn't even know the difference between P and Q. He already said radius of 3959 miles, and then said that, well, it could be 4 million miles. So he's been contradicting himself through his train wreck spiel right here. I'm not going to go. Everyone heard it. Let's continue on.
Yeah.
Math worked out to that day. He just said it's not. He said it's not a sphere. He went with not a sphere.
He would say it could not be a sphere of 4 million because of the distances that have been measured on.
That's true, because of the distances and all the reasons Brian and I gave, and the biggest reason why is because it's in the major premise. the one that he repeated. This is tediously retarded. But that's what I got to do. Way to go, Witsit.
On Earth, and because of the day and night cycle.
Not because of the day and night cycle, no.
On you, you can't just go, dude. This is logic, bro. You can't.
No,
this is logic, bro.
I agree with you, but I think it's
now. Now Witsit agrees. What? Let's get that again.
I'm telling you, you can't just go, dude. This is logic, bro. You can't.
I agree with you, but I think it's super T.
Now you agree with him.
Oh, Mr. Modus something or whatever.
What's it? I don't know, brother. Double speaking lion surat.
Tedious. Technically, what he said is true.
Technically, what I said is absolutely true, and it is a valid modus tollens. I mean, duh.
Sorry,
I mean,
a second. Which city suffers from something a lot of people suffer from, and a lot of people in this arena on the flat Earth side and globe side will suffer from, where they'll agree with the person they're disagreeing with, just to go turn around and disagree with them again.
Adam.
Nathan.
It's like, Nathan does it to appease the person. Yeah, that's true. It's always that.
It's been said that the black swan is old and dusty. Old and dusty is what I heard. And then I replied, I'm sorry, that's not true because I'm keeping it bright and shiny. I'll always be using it. Okay? Don't be silly now.
I don't mind if you use it or you don't use it, but if you're going to come up against it, have some substance. Don't bumble, fumble, and stumble your way into it. It's not that difficult. I mean, it wasn't that difficult when I put it together. Remember, I like the easy things. So I put the easy stuff out there for people to see. Now, number one, most people don't know, including flat earthers, don't know what the actual argument is. They don't. You ask them to repeat it, they can't repeat it. Ballers, I've given up on the ballers a long time ago. They'll never get it. But most flat earthers don't even know what. Most flat earthers don't even know the argument. So that's what we got 6 years later.
Yes. Technically, what he said is true.
I mean,
what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying technically it's true because the Earth can't be a globe of a different size, because then all of a sudden the distances on Earth don't match. The day and night cycle. I mean, in theory, you could come up with all kinds of explanations for this.
No, you can't. Not in theory. I was already pausing. Not in theory. You can come up with all kind of explanations. That's a train wreck of a disaster. In theory, there are no theories here. Explanations are worthless. See, Whitsitt has a problem. He doesn't understand the difference between explanation and just so story. He's not the only one out here with that disease. And I've spoken about this a few times in the past couple months. So what you have to do is you have to look up a just so story and then look up explanation. And you'll see a big shining difference between the two. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, it's just Whitsitt it was half right in what when he said, no, they can't because it can't be, their globe can't be bigger or smaller. But then he goes on to say, because of distances. Now, he's half right, except for I know that he doesn't fully know from what he's saying there how to explain, let's say, use the term, explain it. Because, in nautical miles, that would be true on their globe, right? That would be true. But not statute miles, because the statute mile nautical mile ratio could be different, but the nautical miles would be the same. But why is that? It's because their globe must mathematically adhere to the latitude and longitude.
But Brian, you already went. Brian, you already went over this.
So anyway,
yeah,
sure.
But I'm adding, just pointing out where even the best over there don't understand it.
All right.
Properly.
All right. We got it.
But you don't want your audience to fully understand it?
We got it the first time. Yeah, they got it the first time when you said it.
And I'm saying it the second time. Because it's important.
So you're going to tell us? You're going to tell us again, and then you're going to tell us what you told us.
Yes, right? That's how people learn. Right?
Right?
Shut up, Flatty.
That's not enough. So anyway, yeah, sure. He should have added the radius.
I should have added the radius. I didn't need to. It's in the major premise. It's the foundation of the whole argument. I don't need to say it again.
he just train wrecked it. He just contradicted himself because he knows that there's no need. He understands there's no need to add that radius, and he just gave the basic reason why. He didn't have to go into what I'm saying, but he gave the basic reason why. But why would you say he should have added radius? Like, if you understand it, why would you say that?
Because he wanted to contradict himself again.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Witzit spiel if there's not at least two contradictions in what he says.
I feel like there's social aspects to this kind of double speak. Like, people are doing it for social reasons. And the same thing with 24/7. The reason why they keep doing all that is for social reasons.
They're trying to be friends and disagree. Like if Jin says something and I disagree with Jin, what's the point in me agreeing with him to then go on and disagree with him, or vice versa? Just tell the person, no, I disagree with you, and this is the reason. I don't go, yes, I see what you mean there, and that's very correct. Anyway, here's the thing I think is incorrect. You know what I mean? It's stupid. Like, just, the honest position is just disagree. That's the honest position.
Just disagree in an objective topic, why don't you? And have it all make perfect sense.
Therefore, the Earth is not a globe with 3959 radius. Would that make you happy?
Yeah, I would be so happy.
OMG.
Okay, but outside of that, it is logically valid, which is modus tollens.
So now it is logically valid. Well, it's modus tollens. That's correct. But then you agreed with him when he said it wasn't. Well, he didn't say it wasn't logically valid. I don't think he could put those words together by itself. This is a very muddled composition.
I think it's important that we do get this as a room. I have a feeling that the room doesn't fully get it. I'm going to say it one more time. I mean, because it took me a while not to get these mixed up. Okay. So if we have modus ponens, right, which is if P, then Q. P, therefore Q.
Okay, that's modus ponens. That's right. What you're doing is you're just restating the major premise. Yeah. And then the minor premise, and then the conclusion. If P, then Q, P, therefore Q. You're just saying the same thing over again. Now, with modus ponens, the P and the Q have to be validated. If the P and Q are validated, there's no way out of that argument. The conclusion must follow. Everyone follow that? It's very simple. Yeah?
With P and Q, or with modus ponens?
With modus ponens, yeah. If you validate P and Q relationship, then the conclusion follows. You can't get out of it. So, there you go.
Okay, so that's like a positive claim. If P...
Positive claim. Okay.
P, then Q. So if premise, then conclusion. Premise, therefore conclusion.
No. If major premise, then minor premise, then conclusion. If we want to be technically correct.
Conclusion. Okay. Then you have modus tollens, which is what the black swan is, which is to falsify something. So if P, then Q. Not Q, therefore not P. Right? Like the black swan. And then you have the fallacious form, which is if P, then Q.
Affirming the consequent. If P, then Q.
Q. Therefore P.
Yeah, that's a disaster.
Meaning just because the conclusion is true doesn't mean that your premise that you insert in there actually is true.
Just because the conclusion is true. What? No.
True. And you can remember it with like the mailman thing, right? Like Sasquatch delivers my mail every Friday.
I forgot this. You're on mute, Kiwi.
I guess he could have done it easier with the with another thing other than the Sasquatch, but the Sasquatch still works, I guess. But this is a train wreck.
Friday. Oh, look, there's mail in my mailbox on Friday. Therefore, Sasquatch exists. That's not true. All right, that conclusion to...
What? I thought you said the conclusion was true. I don't know. It's a muddled composition, like I said. We'll get through it.
Not necessitate that premise. But as long as your premise necessitates the conclusion, once you establish the premise is true, the conclusion must be true.
Yeah, that's modus ponens. But you're talking about affirming the consequent. I don't know.
Yeah, there are other aspects of the argument, like the burden of proof, for example.
There's other aspects to what argument? Like the burden of proof? What? Have you been freeze-dried or doing hard time, son?
Right? Who's making the claim?
That's important. Who's making the claim? That's extremely important.
And who has the burden of proof?
Oh, boy.
And like validity of the argument versus actual truth.
Come again? What? Huh?
Statements, right? That's where it gets complicated.
Depends on who.
But I agree with you 100% with it.
It depends on the burden of proof by who makes the
Way to go, Jeremy. Why don't you robot some more?
claim and what type of claim it is. Like if I say unicorns exist, I need to come up with unicorns.
I went a couple J's ahead.
Correct, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I said that you can't have gas pressure with a container doesn't exist. That's
Gas pressure without a container doesn't exist. Yeah, you can't prove non-existence.
not on me to show you it not I can't show you it not existing.
Hey, you got something right.
There are certain negative claims you can show, but something, there are
Oh boy.
ones you can't, and then the burden of proof is another person.
Makes perfect sense.
Is it just me, or is Jeremy cutting out?
No,
It's just you.
he's always roboting. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's just a delayed robot.
Jeremy always robots. Therefore, he is a.
There he is. Hanoi Geo. Yeah, he showed up.
Robot.
Perfect.
Suppose at the core of it.
The one-eye robot.
Hey, there's Elbow. He shows up everywhere, doesn't he? Is he in the group today? No?
Nope.
All right.
Guys, imagine if someone called you a delayed robot.
All right, this is getting a little stupid.
It's gone slightly off track.
Yeah. Shocking.
Like that.
Let's go ahead a little bit.
Jeremy, last time I was in here, I told you. Yeah.
They approved what?
Neuralink.
We get that. Like if they had an eyeball. See, I wouldn't even do an eyeball though, unless I lost my.
It's not optional. It's either Neuralink or nothing. So.
Bro, they did make a cool thing for quadriplegics. It's like a retainer shape thing, and it goes in the roof.
I mean, this sounds all cool and stuff. We're kind of a bit off topic, aren't we, gentlemen?
Your mouth, to like full on Neuralink. It's not like nearly as invasive.
Yo, what's it? I just want to make something clear.
Go ahead, make something clear.
I disagree with almost everything you say.
So you disagree with what he says in an objective topic. Makes perfect sense.
The fact that I'm agreeing with you today.
So now you're agreeing with an objective topic. Good on you.
It's just on the basis of facts. You spoke.
Aren't facts objective? Or are facts subjective?
Facts I agree with, and that's it. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, we can have two people who disagree on almost everything.
We can have two people disagree on objective topics, almost everything. This is deep.
Yet on truth.
Yet on truth, what?
I'm gonna be truthful, and you spoke this.
Hey, Kiwi, just so you know, I agree with you on almost everything. I just don't agree with you on things that you're wrong on.
Yeah, thanks.
What bum sniffers? What the heck?
Yeah, listen to Flatsy. That's exactly right, Flatsy. He's bum sniffing Witsit. You got it. You see, you're getting there. Good job.
Then I agree with it. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So almost exactly is wrong about almost everything. That's crazy. Just kidding.
Almost.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. I mean, what? This is enabling, ladies and gentlemen. Rubbing their feet, rubbing the ballers' feet, giving them hot chocolate, and the ballers catch on, right? And they say, oh, they're rubbing my feet. Let me rub back a little bit. And then we can all sit there and make pies together. Gag me with a friggin' spoon, okay?
Almost everything.
Almost everything.
Dude, this is still on my mind, and not to bring it back, but since Noah's still here, I just want to say this briefly. Dude,
these guys are going back to the train wreck topic from an hour ago. Gio's going to drag them back there with the, what were they talking about? Falsification is independent of replacement. Nonsense. And screwing that whole thing up. We're not going there. Okay. So let's go to, I had these marked a long time ago, so I think it's time. Let's go to, is it there? 6:10. No, it's not there. Stop.
Much time because
stop. 6:10. Go a little bit. 6:10, 40. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go there. Where are we at now? Oh God. Whatever.
And then to just take the bait of replacing. So same thing goes with the follow up of falsifying the curve. At this point, I'm like, it's like
no, we're bypassing this. Thank you for your patience. Let's go here.
Yeah, that is the reason. That is literally the reason why I do it.
Do the second law of thermodynamics one with the creation and shit. Like that's dope. That's a dope.
Do the second law of thermodynamics one with creation. That's dope. Well, thank you very much. I thought so myself when I constructed it. So, what he's talking about is because Witsit has been known to, I don't want to say steal the argument because I put it out here for people to take and use. So, it's not stealing. Right, so he's using my second law of thermodynamics argument. He's done this before. Two other times in formal non-debates. Right, he's done this before and taken this argument out of there, which is fine. I mean, it's cool to take it out as long as you do it right. I don't have a problem with it. And how can you do it wrong? It was like 1, 2, 3, A, B, C down to the conclusion. Right, it finishes up here. It starts way up in the beginning, right here, from establishing the ontological primitives. So it starts up here with Alexander Vilenkin, Paul Davies, and Stephen Hawking. And they finally get to the biggest part of the laws of thermodynamics arguments is the play between the first law of thermodynamics and the second law of thermodynamics and how the universe had a beginning. So Arthur Eddington and stuff, this is old-timey. I made this many moons ago. And he goes in and takes it. Like I said, he's used it before. So I appreciate that. That's the wrong one. I appreciate that, Jeremy, but it's kind of not Witsits.
Dope ass argument right there.
Thank you. It's dope. I know it is.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one's lethal, man.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
See how fast I can do it. So,
see how fast you can do it. What is this? A speed test?
Okay, so as like an atheist, you're typically like a naturalist, meaning that nothing kind of exists outside the natural world, and everything that exists comes from nature or derives from nature. So then basically what would rule that philosophy is natural law. And so the two of maybe the most renowned natural laws is the first and second law of thermodynamics. And so the first one, and so a naturalist or an atheist has to adhere to these, right? So the first natural law, or the first law of thermodynamics, is that matter and energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Okay, so then if we're going to ask the question, which is like, how did the universe get here? Which can effectively be asked, how did all the matter and energy that exists in the universe get here? If we look at the first law, it couldn't have been created. So as a naturalist, really I only have, well, as anyone, I have two answers. It's option one is it was created and put here. Option two is it was always here. So as a naturalist, I have to just say it was always here to not violate the first law of thermodynamics. So then if I go to the second law of thermodynamics, it says that entropy will increase, systems seek equilibrium, and in the process of seeking that equilibrium.
Somebody tell me to stop.
Yeah, just as he was speaking about there, about as he's calling them naturalists, has to state that something was always here. But that instantly, just on that, is a train wreck, because nothing can be always here because of entropy.
Yeah, he's getting to that. He's on it. He's on it.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about that position.
Yeah.
I'm not laying that on him.
Yeah, but that's what he's talking about. He'll get there. He's already said it. Now I think he's gonna get more specific, hopefully.
Equilibrium, they use energy. So the amount of total usable energy in the universe is always decreasing. And in order for it to decrease, it has to have a starting point to decrease from. It cannot just infinitely decrease. So that denotes a beginning. So now if we go back to the first question, we cannot claim it was always here because we've now proven we need a beginning, which means our only other option to answer how did all the matter and energy get here is that it was created, right? And then, of course, then the follow-up is just, well, what's the antecedent to creation, which is a creator? And so what a naturalist, if they're being intellectually honest, has to concede is like
the antecedent
of creation.
He did an okay job with it. He could have been a little bit more detailed and specific, but it's okay.
He did say he was going to move as fast as possible, so...
Yeah, he did preface
it probably requires more. It does require a more of a presentation style, but
Well, he didn't what he didn't do. He didn't establish the ontological primitives. See, once you establish there are only two ontological primitives, then that argument flows, right? If you don't start with that and you just go into the laws of thermodynamics, people are going to get confused.
It's because it's a true dichotomy.
Sure.
Because once you rule out one, then the other is the only option.
What's that called?
Deductive reasoning.
There's a specific name for it. I'm not trying to call you out. It's just a good educational.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good
learning more.
It's a good educational opportunity. I'll point it out to you once I get it. It's in here somewhere. It's way up at I think it might be up there at the beginning. There you go. It's a big greenie for you. That.
Disjunctive syllogism.
Yeah. A logical argument of the form that if there are only two possibilities and one of them is ruled out, then the other therefore must be true. Yep. So remember that. You can impress your spouse with it. All right, here we go.
Concerning that actual concerning that topic, it's worse for heliocentrism than it is for what I mean is worse for. I'll explain this right. It's worse for them than it is for us because what they're claiming, they in reality, matter and energy is always here. What I mean by that is that it can transform, change phase, let's say with matter and stuff like that, but it doesn't leave, that we know of, it doesn't leave, right? But in their paradigm, that can't be the case. So they can't claim any permanency. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a double destruction of their position.
You have to be careful when you say they. So you have to identify the they, because some of the theys, including Alexander Vilenkin, Professor Paul Davies, these aren't guys off the street. These are some large pipe-hitting pseudoscientists, okay? And then Stephen Hawking. See, they already know that the universe can't have existed forever. That's the whole point. So you have to identify who the they are. Follow, Brian?
Yeah, but they are essentially heliocentrists.
Yeah.
Regardless of their position or their titles.
Yeah.
And that is the nail in their coffin, because they're trying to promote a paradigm that not only there is no geometric evidence for, or evidence in the world of physics, let's just say, if you want to state it that way. But maybe it's not correct the way to state it. But what they're trying to promote is so 180 degrees against, in one way, they can't, my point is, they can't claim permanency in a situation where there cannot be permanency.
Yeah, but you missed my point.
In an isolated system with contradictions, you can have permanency of matter and energy. You can't have that in what they're claiming.
What'd you just say?
In an isolated system,
stop. Can't have. Stop. Yeah. Can't have.
No.
You can't. There are no isolated systems in nature. So you can't appeal to that.
Not in nature. I'm talking about in an isolated system that nature exists with conditions that nature exists within.
Oh boy. Okay, let's not get off the beaten path here. So you have train wrecks. See, Alexander Vilenkin, Paul Davies, Professor Paul Davies, and Stephen Hawking realize, I don't know if they realize deep in their heart of hearts that they're in a contradiction for their worldview. However, they do identify the problem. And the problem is, like Vilenkin said, there is no escape. There must be a beginning. Davies, the universe can't have existed forever. There must have been absolute beginning a finite time ago. Of course, these two guys don't tell anyone the reason. It's Stephen Hawking who says why there must have been a beginning, because if you don't have a beginning, then it would be a violation of the second law, right? So they're correct in their statements here. However, these statements that they make go against their worldview. They don't say that, right? But how can they live with it? Because it's a contradiction. So I don't know these people personally, but they're heliocentrists. There's no doubt about it, right? Now, are they all atheists? I don't know. Getting cross currents between these guys. So I don't know that. Follow? Let's not make it any more complicated than that. Good? Yeah? Agree? Am I going to have to mute you?
Yeah, I'm not trying to overcomplicate. But when this comes up, I can't help but go into it, if you understand what I mean. It's naturally a deep topic.
Yes.
And so it brings out that in people, I think.
Hey, try to fight it bringing out.
But why though? It's a good topic as well. You know what I mean? Try to fight the deep topic that's been brought up. It's hard to do.
Do your best to fight it and be concise like you were last time, because at this point I'm not going to decorate you today. Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, because I know that what I'm saying has validity.
Well, as far as you know.
Yeah, but I'm 100% confident. Last time we were speaking about right-angled triangles, it was much easier to be concise.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, go. I mean, you have to invoke special being to invoke.
No,
Yeah, well,
no, but your premises don't address.
Wait. Let me just finish it. So like, what we've established is we need something that's supernatural, because if natural law says that matter and energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but we've now had to invoke that the
natural law states that, but really, to say it better, is that nature cannot create or destroy matter or energy. That's what that natural law is stating. It's better if you state it that way, then people start to understand it a little better. Yeah, try that one next time. What's it?
The matter and energy was created. We have to invoke something not limited to the laws of nature.
See, he didn't establish the ontological primitives, so people might be lost right here. There's a chance that they could be lost. And since we're dealing with idiot globetards that are atheists and pretender clown flat earthers, you can bet 99.9% of the people right now are lost.
Which by definition is supernatural, which the etymology, of course, means beyond nature, or
yeah, you didn't have to do that.
Attributed to a force beyond the laws of nature. So we need something external to the universe. We need something that existed prior to the universe. We need something supernatural. So we have something effectively eternal, external, supernatural, creating all matter and energy in the universe. So that's an eternal, external, supernatural creation.
Hey, when you guys see that, what just happened right there, I'm not doing that. That is New Perspective doing that. So he speeds things up and slows things down. That's not me. I just want to let you know.
So that's an eternal, external, supernatural creator. So that you might as well just say God at that point.
Like, what kind of evidence do you point to in our world to prove that very statement?
The thing that he just said, the play on the first and second laws of thermodynamics, what he just went over, Glue Sniffer? My word.
Yours is there like
a painting
evidence?
A painting.
A painting?
A painting?
Yeah.
No, but it's already done in the definitions of the natural law.
Exactly. Whoever said that, yeah, he just made the, yeah, you got it. My word. What's it?
Wait.
You're asking what do I point to show that the necessary antecedent of creation is a creator?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you said painting. So
yeah, painting.
If you can explain like the logic behind that.
The logic behind, now we're off topic a little bit. The logic behind the requirement for a painter to create a painting, you need logic for that, Glue Sniffer. My word.
Yeah, like you can't have a painting without a painter.
That's profound.
Sure, and you do have a painter, so what's the problem?
Okie dokie. Well, you got yourself in this mess. What's it?
This guy sounds like a troll, to be honest with you. That's why he's been sounding like that.
Now, this really scary part, Brian, if he's not a troll. That's...
yeah, I know. If he's not a troll, then he actually is. That's true.
What's it's like? What? Too funny.
Yeah. By the way, QE.
What?
New Perspective is the one who is working on a new map for flat Earth with 2 poles, and 24/7 wants to adopt that.
Okay. Well, I wish him luck. They better not come out of that friggin' retard echo chamber. No, I don't care about their 2 poles. They're going to go down long before the 2 poles come out. But thanks for the info.
Yeah.
creation without a creator. The very word creation denotes a creator.
That's profound.
So it's an act of creating.
Yeah. So what's analogous of the painter to creation?
Brian, I'm telling
let's
you.
just draw this line to here, children, and then draw this line to here. Okay, good job.
Brian, he's not that outstanding, Flatsy. Brian, he's not trolling. We're in the scary part right now. Okay?
Yeah. He's the guy you don't want to be driving next to you on the highway kind of thing, is it? You don't want him operating the vehicle.
It's all of It's all of existence. It's creation itself. The painting is creation.
Sense? I would say DNA, for example.
You would damn. He had a moment of clarity there. He would say, now we're a little bit off topic, not far, but he would say DNA. Really? That's funny and ironic because that's what I used. My first proof. DNA, code, information. It's funny that he would say that. Huh. Interesting. See what else.
Look, I'm trying.
DNA is a good example. It just requires much more argument. Yeah.
It's quite fulfilling. It's not much more argument. Its basis is information rather than laws of thermodynamics. In the end, you get to the same conclusion, but it's a lot more fun.
It's like I just gave a really simple.
No argument.
Kind of does. You need to break down the ordered sequential nature of the information.
Oh no, you don't. And you screwed up ordered sequential nature because it's not ordered. Ironically, it's also here. Huh. Not ordered sequential nature, it's functional sequence specified complexity, which is not ordered sequential complexity. Huh. This is very, very ironic.
Information.
Could you pause a sec?
Good.
Could you imagine if Witzit didn't start opposing you and coming out with a load of rubbish, if he just stuck to what he had learned via you? Could you imagine how much better he'd be now?
Nah,
if he wasn't doing all that stupid nonsense.
Nah, he can't go away from his nature. He'd still doublespeak, contradict himself, and lie. So I wouldn't be into that.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he wasn't doing those things, then he would be better.
Yeah, I heard you the first time, but I said he even if that would happen, he couldn't get away from his nature. He would figure out some way to double speak, contradict, and lie in another topic. He'd figure out some way to do that. You can't get away from your nature.
I suppose you can.
Now, I'm speculating on that, but it's hard to get away from the innate nature that you have. It's very difficult to get away from that. So.
It's
to make the DNA.
How can you have information without like an author of the information?
Exactly. You got it. See, almost exact. See how ironic this is? Yeah, my first two proofs are all about information. In fact, I let out, so the DNA, the first scientific proof is information. That's DNA. The second one is information also, but this is via quantum mechanics. And I identified it even before I started in on it with information, with that part of information, right? Where'd it go? So that's establishing conflict. Yeah, creation. Where did I put that? Oh boy, got me searching for it. Ontological primitives. Where did I put that?
I think it was down a bit from earlier when you were scrolling. I think I saw information down a bit.
Scientific. Maybe I put it below I could have put it.
There's information.
Yeah, but I put it in between. That's what I did. So I put it in between the first and second proofs with information. This one's a killer. You don't need the first or second proofs. All you need, just this one, ladies and gentlemen. Just this right here. Watch it. Question. If you're an atheist, philosophical naturalist, realist, whose quintessential cornerstone belief is that matter or energy is all that there is, then how do you account for the existence of information, por favor? Just the existence of it. You don't you don't need a context with it, just information existing. Because according to Professor Weiner from MIT, information is information, neither matter nor energy. That directly contradicts an atheist worldview. Because of the cornerstone belief that matter or energy is the only thing in their worldview. But information is neither one of those, and it exists. You see it? That's why there's a big kaboom. But there you go. Hate when I do that. There we go.
That is another good argument. That's another good argument that I make for creationism.
That you make? Where'd you get it from? You don't worry. I know where you get it from. So does everyone else, by the way.
But I don't go into the information world.
Of course, because you can't. You can't do it because you don't know it. Simple.
When I can just debunk them with their own natural law, right? Like,
that's true. You can do it that way. It's not fulfilling, though. I find that the first and second and the fourth proofs are quite a bit more fulfilling than the laws of thermodynamics. However, laws of thermodynamics are still good. Not saying that. I just think that the first, second, and fourth proofs, you can reach self-actualization more completely. I hate when I do that. Here we go.
Because the reason that you're debunking them is, what's the first law again? Matter and energy cannot be
created or destroyed.
No. Nature cannot create matter or energy or destroy it. It can only change form. That first part is the most important part. Nature cannot create or destroy matter or energy. That's the kicker. That's the one. In fact, and I'll put it in there when I did my thermodynamics arguments. See? Nature cannot. That's why I put that there. Get it? Probably not.
I think laws of thermodynamics are natural laws, so they're laws of nature. But I think it's better to just say nature, because people often they kind of don't connect those two dots.
Yes.
Okay. So the first law.
I'm sorry, I hit that by mistake. What natural laws do are nature's limitations in this particular case, or what nature does without reification. It's just something that exists in nature, right? So it's always important to identify that, because I don't think people understand what natural laws are. And if you put it in the way I said it, as in nature cannot, specifically with the first law, nature cannot create or destroy matter energy is more accurate.
Matter and energy cannot be
created or destroyed.
Okay, so the first law invokes creation itself, not me. Their own first law. So they've done half the work for me.
Creation itself. We can get into that. I don't.
Yep.
It's not their first law. It's just the detailing of the laws of nature. It doesn't belong to anyone, if you know what I mean. There might be a group of people, okay, that over history, you can say are responsible for all the detailing, but it's not theirs. You understand what I mean?
Yes. It's an important point. Yeah, it's a good point to bring up. Yeah, it's not theirs. It's just a natural law. It's everyone. Good point.
I don't want to...
Well, that's right. It's the laws that govern nature. So that means...
That was quite concise too, Brian. You're digging yourself out of that trench.
No, I'm on any trench. I was fine. We spoke about that before.
That we have to step outside of creation itself
well,
to actually answer. Well, no. But we have to answer the question, right? Like, no, we can't.
No, see, you forgot that the initial part of the proof is the ontological primitives. That's why you're struggling a little bit here. If you would establish those, then the rest would have flowed like a river, baby. That you wouldn't be in this position right now.
Literally step outside of it, but if the laws that govern the natural world say that matter and energy cannot be created, but then we look at the second law and see, oh wait, there was a beginning. So then, okay, we can't just claim that all the matter and energy was always here, because it can't decrease from like infinitely. So there was a beginning, so it couldn't always be here and having a beginning. Right, those are contradictory intrinsically. Okay, so now we know that it wasn't always here. So if I say, okay, if matter,
it's not as simple as that, though.
Yeah, it is as simple as that. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's funny?
What?
He's talking to that almost exactly guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. It's either him or Lion for Zion.
No, it's not Lion for Zion. It's almost exactly Lion for Zion. Mic is open, and he's popping up. It's not him. It's almost exactly.
Okay. Adam and him had an argument one time. And
really?
They did. Yeah, they butted heads bad. I don't think that they're ever going to reconcile that one. But he comes into here sometimes and listens in.
Really? Under the same name?
Yep.
I don't recall him. I may have been getting dinner or something. All right, thanks.
There are so many other things you have to take into account for the...
Like what?
You have to be specific, man.
Like what?
Well, the infinite aspect of like... How do you defeat the idea that it was always there?
By the argument.
With the second law of thermodynamics.
Didn't Witsit just do that for the past 5 minutes? Was I dreaming that?
I just don't understand. It's like people don't follow. They just don't follow, and they don't care to either.
Yeah. So
this is a fundamental lack of understanding that you can have a permanency of matter and energy as long as the system that they exist within has a permanency.
See,
but
Adam,
that system has to be created.
You see, Brian, you're way ahead. Brian, you have to take a step back. Hit yourself in the head with a couple potatoes. Right? Then drink some Irish whiskey. And then what you do, you beat yourself in the head with a ball-peen hammer. And I think then you'll be at the level of this conversation because you're missing it. He didn't listen, like Flatsy said. He didn't follow what Witsit said, obviously, because Witsit just provided the answer to his query over the past 3 or 4 minutes. Get it?
Yeah, he did. That's 100% correct. He did, and this guy, almost exactly, is now asking questions about the thing he just got the answer for. That is true.
So try not to step ahead, right? Just stay at that. I know it's hard to stay at that level. All right, but just do what I said with the potatoes and the ball-peen hammer. You can don't miss the Irish whiskey.
By looking at the second law.
I thought he just.
You look at Witsit says, by looking at the second law.
Said that.
Second law?
The second law of thermodynamics.
The thing that he's been talking about for the past 5 minutes. OMG, dude.
Okay.
No, the first law
law.
says that as well.
They immediately go to, oh, it was always here. That's their immediate go-to, too.
I know.
That's the important one.
I disagree with it.
He disagrees with an objective topic. So he's in a category. Oh, all righty then.
100%. And I have my own line of logic. I'm just...
He has his own plan of logic, ladies and gentlemen. You might want to protect yourself.
Trying to learn.
You have to take measures.
Well, let me explain the second law a little bit more so you understand it.
Oh, really? You think he's going to get it then? Oh, boy. Okay.
Right. So, like, even within their world, like Stephen Hawking is.
See, he's using Stephen Hawking. Wonder where he got that from.
Oh, gee, I wonder.
I wonder where he's getting Stephen Hawking from. Maybe there? Huh. Interesting. All right.
Probably the best person that I quote here. It's not to appeal to his authority. He just states it well.
You wouldn't be appealing to authority anyway. That is not appeal to authority fallacy. You don't know what an appeal to authority fallacy is. And as I've been hearing, neither, not you or anyone else knows what an appeal to authority fallacy is that I've heard. Not one. So.
Well, in his defense, he did say that it wasn't an appeal to authority.
Why would he need to say that? That would be like saying that it wasn't that it wasn't a tomato. Redundant
or not, he did say correctly that it was not.
It's not redundant. It's not redundant anyway. He wouldn't have to say that. If he said that I'm not appealing to a potato, it would have the same relevancy. Shout out to Brian.
Yeah.
Well, and then when they hear
Flatsy, I just need to let everyone know. In Alabama, they only have sweet potatoes. So Flatsy has actual potato envy. That's what's wrong. That's why Flatsy is always wrong.
Yeah.
It's potato envy. Look, listen at you growing up. You guys are paying attention and growing up right before our eyes.
Stephen Hawking, they know he's one of the most renowned atheists, so they don't just automatically reject it because it comes from me. And just mind you, I actually present this argument to people because I genuinely want to wake them up to creationism, not to just win a debate. So it's not like a gotcha for me. I actually want to wake them up.
Let's go past.
What a crusader.
All that. Just make the argument.
Okay.
Just make the argument. He did for the past 8 minutes. Where you been?
So, well, I'm just explaining why I invoke Stephen Hawking. You can do it or not do it, but I do it because Stephen Hawking also invokes Arthur Eddington in his quote. So I'm paraphrasing.
Does he? Where'd you get that at? Right here?
The answer eludes me.
Oh, boy. That's fine. It would be cool if I, get a little shout out, but okay, I understand. Yeah, I'm the bad guy, so you can't do that. I get it. Let's continue.
Paraphrasing here, but he basically says, for a really long time, there was an argument about whether or not the universe had a beginning or if it eternally existed. We now know it had to have a beginning because the second law of thermodynamics necessitates it. And to quote Arthur Eddington, this is Hawking quoting him, and he paraphrases Eddington. You know, it's if your theory disagrees with certain laws, you're okay, because oftentimes we find out that our observations change as we progress. But if your theory disagrees with the second law of thermodynamics, you are in big trouble. That's not, it's destined to oblivion.
Exactly.
So
that is a quote.
That's not what he said. He said it's in bad trouble. Not big trouble, bad trouble.
And that wasn't even what he actually said.
No, he said didn't he preface it by saying he was paraphrasing? I thought he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but even that book that Stephen Hawking, that doesn't even quote him correctly. Sir Arthur Eddington.
Correct. Hawking was paraphrasing him also. So what actually, I anticipated that. So I pulled it out and said what he actually stated. In The Nature of the Physical World, 1930, page 74. If your theory is found to be against the second law of thermodynamics, I can give you no hope. There is nothing for your theory but to collapse in the deepest humiliation. That's what he actually said.
I like it. It's got more bite.
It's got, yeah, see, Stephen Hawking took the bite out of it. I was just going to say that. Yeah, he took.
Sorry.
Good.
Just going to say for their universe, this is another major problem for them because their universe is not a contained situation and it is expanding ever outward into itself. This is completely contradictory.
Yeah.
But because they're like promoting this heliocentric style universe or expanded universe, then the first law of thermodynamics is the actual answer. They don't even need to go to the second law. There's no need for it. The first law is the reason why there has to be in the beginning. But for them, it's really, really, really difficult because the first law can't exist for them in any way, shape, or form. Because there's no way for the first law to exist within what they're claiming.
Well, you have to identify there again, because there's a lot of theirs.
Yeah, but their universe is whatever it is. If you understand what I mean, their universe fundamentally doesn't have containment.
You're not getting it because there's many theirs, Brian.
Yeah, but you're talking about the personalities involved.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about there are different people groups. You're not identifying them.
Well, I'm talking about people who are claiming that we live on a globe in a vacuum that's ever expanding into itself. Those people.
Those Hitler Jews.
Well, 100%, and I agree with it. 100%. I have no problem with it.
Absolutely.
And that's just to solidify the point that you can't claim that all the matter and energy in the universe was always here, because that disagrees with the second law.
I thought we already established that like 6 minutes ago.
Well, how? How so?
There's no hope.
This is what makes me think he's a pro. Because he acted like he understood that a few minutes ago, and now he's been questioning it after. So, like he seemed to display that he understood. Sorry, what was being said to him, and he even brought up DNA at one point and other. You know what I mean? I can't remember the other point he made. But then suddenly it doesn't make sense that you can understand it and not understand it. Yeah, so that's why he comes across as a troll.
Yeah, that Brian, it's more scary than that.
You're saying it's Hanlon's razor.
You can't fathom it, right? Because you're the defender of the ignorant. You can't understand the depths of his ignorance. It's so scary. You're off the edge of the map. Out here, there be monsters.
Yeah, I admit, for me, logically, I can't understand how someone can understand something, show to understand it, and then not understand it. Fundamentally not understand
it. You have to go to Baller U.
I suppose.
Brian, it's called a curse of knowledge bias.
I have another name for it.
Because I say the second law in really simple terms, okay? Because people try to act like it's this really mystifying thing. I totally just.
People act like it's a mystifying thing? Who acts like it's a mystifying thing? Who are these people? It's not that
I think he's...
Good.
Sorry. I think he's referring to the global heliocentric universes.
Oh, God.
Let's call them. For them, it is a mystifying thing because I think that's who he's referring to.
I don't.
For them, they have to make it into something mystifying because the cold hard truth is that pretty bad for.
Here's the big mystery. You can summarize the second law of thermodynamics quite succinctly. All spontaneous processes involve an increase in entropy of the universe. That encapsulates, that sentence encapsulates second law of thermodynamics. So it's not a mystery.
Yeah, but what's the universe?
Well, that's true. You're going to have to define the universe. True.
Yeah.
I like doing that. When anyone ever says that, I say, "Can you define that for me?"
Yeah, that's see, it all sounds profound when you get to there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Wet paper bag.
Yeah. All right.
Disagree. Systems seek equilibrium, just like a soda. When you open it, I could tell Aaliyah this, right? Like you open the soda and it goes, psh, right? And that's because there's high pressure in the can.
Did you like that?
Yeah, because it's just the audio that gives the memory or whatever.
What? Somebody wants to say something. What?
No. I was just laughing.
Oh, okay. He's not wrong. It's a little second grade retardish. He's not wrong.
Yep.
And there's lower pressure outside of it, so it's trying to equalize. All systems are seeking equilibrium, but in order to actually go through that process of seeking equilibrium, like seeking out the equilibrium, it uses.
This guy over here is irritating me. This doot guy.
Yeah. Would you rather it be the cat that's bowed up, like, come at me, bro?
I'm going to have to, because I was looking over here at who was in the stream, and it keeps out of my periphery. I keep seeing this.
Energy to do that. And so because all systems are seeking equilibrium in the universe, or you can.
There's your end, Brian. I can see Brian in here. What's it? Can you define universe for everyone? I would be getting the popcorn out with this clown, with his ethers. I'd definitely join in on that one.
You could say the universe collectively is seeking equilibrium. Entropy is increasing. It's using energy to.
What's entropy? You didn't define entropy. Just define entropy. Make it easy.
Do that. So because there's the amount of usable energy is decreasing, then it's decreasing from a beginning point.
That's explaining the premise.
That's explained the premise. What
I was alluding to is the very argument itself, like
what you're alluding to is the very argument itself. The premise, what?
Premises.
Now it's the premises.
Like the idea that the universe must have begun because of such and whatever it is, like the argument.
Is he drunk?
He sounds like he may be.
Yeah.
You're trying to make, which might be philosophical.
It's not philosophical. It's the first and second laws of thermodynamics, glue sniffer.
It could be scientific.
Definitely not scientific. Natural laws have no scientific evidence within them. It doesn't mean they're not true. They're just not scientific. That's a profound statement right there.
It depends.
Just a moment.
Anyone want to comment on that? I'm sure Brian wants to comment.
No, because the problem is this topic instantly invokes deeper thought. So, and it's hard to listen to this topic being spoken about and listen to stupid questions being asked about it. You know what I mean? It's
sure.
like you're supposed, So with me, it invokes deeper thought. So when it's said, right, by let's say more official sources, that entropy is always increasing, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It would maybe make sense for them in a heliocentric universe, on a globe, but it doesn't make any sense. Because what they're really stating is that it's a constant.
You're going off.
Can't be always
You're
increasing.
going off the deep end again. Just focus here.
And you kind of made the argument very.
That's the problem. It's too deep of a conversation to.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I can highlight the difference between something scientific and something that's natural law. One is descriptive, and one is explanatory. Right. So.
Explanatory as a result of what?
Cause and effect in nature.
How do you get there?
The scientific method.
By experiment. So explanations. Here's an important point. This is one thing that distinguishes. I keep on bringing it up, but I never give you guys because I want you guys to look up the difference between explanations and descriptions. Explanations, the quintessential attribute of explanation, of like a real explanation, it's validated. As opposed to a just so story, was just an imaginary narrative with an idiot conclusion. That's the difference. So when people say explanations, if it's not valid, it's a just so story. Shout out to the Evotards out there. I love ya.
Vaguely there, but that's what I was trying to boil down to. Like, are you?
I guess I don't understand your question here, right? Like if the amount of use, no, it's not really philosophically anything. It's just like factual.
Outstanding.
You could even fit this within just like naturalistic. If you want to call it science, I mean, you're always going to get into.
No, you're not going to call it science because Witsit doesn't understand what science is either. He can't call it science because it's not science. You should explain that to him.
Well, he can't know what it is. He has to parade around misunderstanding it. Because it's on purpose at this point.
Damn, you're assigning intent? What are you, part of friggin' Brian's potato field?
Well, she is part right, I would definitely say, because he does understand what it is, but he can't show he has an understanding of it if he wants to promote what he promotes.
I will guarantee you he doesn't know what it is. I'll guarantee it.
Are you saying basically at an absolute fundamental level he doesn't understand it?
Yep. Yep, he doesn't.
You know what? He has shown that in the past. It's I don't know which side to take. Your side or Flatsy's?
It's definitely mine. He knows the words, right? He superficially knows the words, but they're misconstrued and concocted. I can tell right away if somebody knows what they're talking about or not, especially with science. Right? So he knows, he's got a little bit of the vocabulary, yeah, but it's pretender clown vocabulary. He just proved it right there. What people could say it's science. No, they can't. So that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah, he's just parroting as opposed to understanding.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I'm more on your side on this one. Sorry, Flatsy.
Boy, that was quick. You have to put up more of a defense, Brian.
Well, I just had to make a choice. That's all.
Fair enough.
So is it actually science? Are you directly, independently manipulating a variable, right? So it would be a logical discussion if you want to call it philosophical, sure. But like,
well, he had part of it there, but he didn't conclude. Follow? I guess not.
I still don't know, though.
He didn't.
Still don't know.
Yeah.
But the way he speaks at times, it's very hard for me to take on board that he doesn't understand science and the scientific method.
We've just been through this.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I hear him speak to people who, I don't know. See,
you can't logically.
You suffer from a reverse of Hanlon's razor.
You're full of shit.
Decrease infinitely.
Attribute to ignorance.
Shut up!
Saying that you're asking me to say that and then say like, oh, well, I know that. I'm not asking that. I don't know what you're asking.
Like infinite. That's what I'm saying. Do you believe infinite?
Do we believe infinite? No, infinity doesn't exist in nature or mathematics. And why would we need to believe it anyway? You don't know what believe means either.
Is something that can be real in the physical world, or is that just
of course not? It's just an abstract concept. Of course it can't be real.
Yeah. I agree.
I think it could be. What if there's infinite space?
Oh boy.
What if it just goes forever?
Do you like that? This is
Sorry.
Jeremy, what the hell happened to you, dude? I mean, it had to be something traumatic. Where'd the black swan touch you?
Forever.
Yeah, there was high hopes for Jeremy.
Hey, remember back in the day we used to ask people, where's the black swan touched you?
Yeah, I remember.
Dude, buddy, that's an oldie.
Well, space is not real. It's just app.
Space is not real. What? Huh?
This whole thing is ridiculous because it's impossible. It would be impossible to validate infinity because there's no way to measure it.
Yeah, I didn't stop it. I didn't stop it there. We already dealt with infinity. Don't worry about that. Witsit, the oracle, the orangutan oracle, just said space isn't real. Now, did he mean the vacuum of space isn't real? Or does he actually literally mean space doesn't exist? Like space, volume, like length, width, and height, and, space, we put shit in. Yeah.
With his ether belief, that you're probably on point there.
Okay. Catch up, Brian.
Abstract, and it's a privation, and two.
It's a privation? What the hell is a privation? Let's look that shit up.
I've never heard that word myself.
I've heard it from him before.
It's like he searches out words that are totally obscure.
I might be wrong. Okay. Privation. A state in which things that are essential for human well-being, such as food and warmth, are scarce or lacking. What? Huh? What the hell does that have to do with what he just said?
Well, if he's relating it to a heliocentric paradigm, then I could kind of see it.
What? Boy, you're too many potatoes today. Okay, let's go to the formal one.
Hang on. Is he trying to say it's a necessity? Is that what he's trying to say? Who knows?
There's the formal definition: the loss or absence of a quality or attribute that is normally present. The loss or absence of a quality or attribute that is normally present. What does this have to do with space? Or another definition?
It could be air. Could be referring to air.
An act or instance of depriving. That's not it. 2, the state of being deprived. No, that's not it. Is there any other one? Merriam-Webster. I mean, what the hell is going on over there? Some stupid shit right there. Let's go to Cambridge. What the hell? Oops, something went wrong. Why? Fix the issue? I don't want to fix that shit right now. Let's try Oxford. Better not be a problem here. Friggin' punks. All right. What is I don't want to know the etymology. I want to know what the hell it is. Oh my God. Try somewhere else. The Law Dictionary. I don't think that's going to be applicable. Privation. Is it a philosophy? Privation is the lack of a quality or form normally required by the nature of a thing. Lack of a quality or form normally required by the nature of a thing. It is a type of contrariety. I love that word. Whatever.
You can't have.
See what happens. See what happens.
What?
With these words he pulls out. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are unsure of these words of what he's saying because the words are vague or not exact, or they're obscure or something. You know, just use a different word.
I don't know. I didn't see the connection between the definitions we read and what he was trying to say. It may be me.
Something that's not
I doubt it, though.
real. And 3, infinite itself was an unreal.
Like space is something.
No, I'm saying it could be. It could be though. Like, what if you go? Hold on, Egypt, bro. Take 5. What if you could go left? What if you could just go left forever? Or you know what I'm saying?
Huh?
And that goes back to my point. How would you know it's infinite? There's no way to support that.
If you keep on going left, you're going to run into yourself.
That would be infinite if you had infinite energy or something.
That's too funny. Jeremy, you're a glue sniffer, dude.
And just like walk in a direction. What if you could just go that way forever and it just never ended?
Well, left is not a direction. Now, if you walked in a direction forever, what?
Like, it just constantly, like, what if you're in a simulation and just constantly renders?
Oh, God, now we're in a simulation. That's not going to jam up the works.
More land for you or something crazy.
Because there is no forever, there is no never ending, there is no infinite, there is no nothing. Like, these are just concepts.
I know, but what?
Oh, shout out to Flatsy. There is no nothing. He was on a roll there for a second, but then he finished it up with a double negative.
Double negative. My goodness.
Yeah.
Is he talking about nothing or no thing? Like his body, like the ethos side of things.
Who was that? Oh man,
I don't remember now.
Yeah, he's part of the What's It crew, though. The heck is his name? Man, I could see it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Die slow.
Yes,
that's who it was. You know, there's a difference between nothing and no thing. I nearly fell off my chair.
What if it kept going?
What if anything? What if didn't mean
that's a possibility in my mind that we can just keep going.
But this is just inane gibberish. We may have to skip this.
No.
I'm just saying, I like to keep the possibility infinite open. Like, I know there's nothing that's infinite right now, but that's like a neat idea. Like, if we.
Oh my God. Let's try a couple. Let's go a couple L's. That means we're going forward.
I like to fantasize about fantasies and fantasy that and fantasy this.
Flatsy's in the shower again.
Do you have premonitions of flashbacks?
And he tried to derail me into saying, do you not understand math? And I said, sure, yeah, math is an abstract, though, so it's not real. And he tried
to okay, math is abstract. It's not real. Okay, and?
Laugh and mock me and say, oh, my God, this guy thinks math is not real. And I'm like, yeah, it's not. It's abstract. Like, I can
You just restated it. Okay.
Count to 2, but I had to have the 2 physical apples for it to have any meaning. Like,
why are we on apples now? What? I don't know.
You know, math is just a descriptive tool that we created.
Well, that's true. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, language.
Math is not a language. look at the attributes of a language and then put it right beside the attributes of mathematics, not a fucking language. So you're just mindlessly parroting horseshit that idiots have told you in the past. That's all you're doing.
Well, their idea of infinity, though, is ridiculous because they think that there's one, they think you could have two different infinities, like.
Who are they?
Two different infinite amounts of something, and they think one can be bigger than the other one. Like, their idea of mathematical infinity is ridiculous. I agree.
Oh my God. Pause. One can be bigger than the other. It's like two amounts. If you're talking about infinite, you can't have two different sized infinites because the infinite doesn't have a size or an amount. It's you know what I mean? So the guy who brought up that he wants to leave the door open for the possibility of infinite is talking about amounts and sizes of infinite.
Oh boy.
There is no amount or size of infinite. That's the point.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, well, I just said I'd throw it out there for those who are interested. Obviously, you're not. But Flatsy might be, or who knows.
I think that's a bridge too far, even for Flatsy. Potato, told you.
Yeah, and this is because it was me versus two atheists with like PhDs, I guess, and it was all
PhDs in what? That would be kind of important, don't you think? I'll bet you, I will bet. I won't bet the farm this time. I'll bet a smaller amount that he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll bet you he doesn't know what a PhD is. Guarantee it. Just by the way he's talking. That's your statement was two PhDs. You could have said two guys with potatoes in their hands. Be just as relevant. Unless the PhD had a PhD in that particular topic. This is very strange. Very strange.
I understand what you mean.
Yep.
On their show, and I crashed it because someone sent it to me. So they were picking on a bunch of people with these like setup questions against God and trapping them into making biblical claims and stuff like that. I jumped in the queue. They tried to outweight me and then finally put me on there. And then they tried to like just tag team me with, red herrings. Because they were trying to get so far away from the argument.
Yeah, this is the philosophical aspect of attacking infinity.
This is what?
You cannot have infinity physically and philosophically because.
Oh boy, that's somewhat correct, but it's a little weird.
It cannot exist in a physical world. You can't have an infinitely long queue. Where you
long what? Queue? Like a pole queue?
Never.
There's another problem with. There's another problem with infinity.
You said it very well at the beginning, right?
There's a distinction though between everlasting and infinity.
We're gonna skip because we're going down a road where it's really stupid. Go to.
I understand what he's saying, but he's going into
I'm sure you do.
Going into outside of the basic human experience.
Let's go here. Let's go back a little bit more.
And replicate that with if the mountain was made of the right type of material, it would just float in the middle on nothing.
Where are we at now? I might have got myself in trouble.
Well, if you got a black hole demon portal, I could have.
Let's go back.
For a long time. And then, yeah, there are obviously stories that there's like a mountain in the middle. I don't know. Maybe I've
go back a little bit more.
Materially accessible. I think it served as like a portal in and out of this place. And, then I would bring him.
Hold on. This might be good.
Words. Yeah, I mean, I'll just say it again, right? But for me, there's basically like a black hole in the center of Earth.
What?
Come again?
This is a new one. That's he's definitely he T-boned me with this.
He shocked you. That's a new one. You hadn't heard that before.
It is
What
shocking
was that?
It is so shocking how people want to have a replacement cosmology. What is up with that?
When their mantra has been falsification is independent of replacement, at the same time of wanting to replace everything. Kind of contradictory, but
imagine that.
Yeah, but this is even worse. This is real crackhead stuff right here. Let's hear that again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say it again, right? But for me, there's basically like a black hole in the center of Earth.
Did you notice? I want to say this again, meaning he's already said it once, at least. That's even more scary.
Brother.
This is beyond crack. They're smoking pocket lint.
I think I've done that before.
I know that sounds crazy, right? But it's like a parallel image of a.
Is that Flatsy laughing? She knows damn well what I'm talking about.
Yes, I
do. You're busted, Flatsy. Yeah, you're busted, girl. I know right where you're at.
Whatsoever are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
A magnetic field. I think that's literally at the center.
Magnetic field of the Earth is at the center of the black hole. Okie dokie.
If I still had to pick what I think, that's still it. And I think that's why they'll never let you go there. And I think it's basically a portal.
They're not letting you go there because there's they're not letting you, whoever they are, they're not letting you go there because it's a black hole at the center. That's why. Now you got it. If he had to pick pick one.
I think that's still it. And I think that's why they'll never let you go there.
Flatsy.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
If I still had to pick what I think, that's still it. And I think that's why they'll never let you go there. And I think it's basically a portal in and out of this place. I don't think
now it's a portal. The black hole's a portal. This is Ether cosmology.
They gotta keep you away from it for your safety. Just make it even more weird.
Yeah. I don't know where this is going. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't heard this before. I'm honest. I don't know where this is going.
I think that if you're in the material,
this is scary for me too.
Form you can
it's
get
going
in
nowhere
there.
fast.
It's going. Thanks. Stop interrupting.
In and out of this place. I don't think that if you're in material form, you can get in there.
If you're not in the material form, so you have to be dead to get into the center of the black hole in Earth. Okie dokie.
I think it's materially accessible. I think it served as like a portal in and out of this place. And then I would bring in my spiritual interpretation and say like entities.
Here comes the spiritual interpretation.
Can come in and out of there and have for a long time. And then, yeah, there are obviously stories that there's like a mountain in the middle. I don't know. Maybe I've seen you can replicate that with if the mountain was made of the right type of material.
Stop laughing. This is some serious stuff.
It would just float in the middle on nothing. And
Whoa. Wait a second. You've said that nothing can't exist. Now you're saying it's floating on nothing.
This is gold.
What the friggin'? Does he make ceramic fur balls?
Just walk it off.
Just walk it. Okay, I'll walk it up.
If you got a black hole demon portal, I could have
Oh my God, did you hear him? Jeremy said it was a black hole demon portal.
Profound.
Oh my God. What did I get myself into here?
infinite space. Come on.
I mean,
it's only fair.
Sure. Because I would say the portal is not nothingness, right? The portal is just ether.
Said it was floating on nothing. Did he just say ether? Oh my God. Okay, we're going back.
Yeah.
Hey, take over for the next minute or two. I'll be right back.
Brian.
Flassy. It's like he doesn't allow you to talk. He makes sure that all your deep thought is suppressed. Then he goes, take over and fit in for a few minutes. Like, you've put me in a position where I've nothing to fit in with.
Yeah, you could, talk smack about him while he's gone. It's perfect. So far, so good.
Yeah, yes, that is. It's going okay. Yeah, it's just. Where is this? I suppose it's only a matter of time before Ether turns up, isn't it? Go on, Flatsy, sorry.
No, you're right. It's about to get all up in the ether stuff. Can't wait.
I suppose, as I said, it's only a matter of time before that turns up. When it had a black hole at the center of Earth, and I go, oh no, here we go. Now I don't know what he means by black hole. I don't know.
Well, they've put out some interesting terms so far.
Yeah, like a black hole. That's a purely heliocentric thing. I don't see how that's like that. Like that's special general relativity type nonsense.
Didn't he say black demon hole though? It was like a demon hole.
That's what Jeremy said. Jeremy added on to what Whitsitt was saying, and then Whitsitt is also bringing ether into it. So who knows?
I bet Whitsitt would say something like that Jeremy said. I wouldn't put it past him, just saying.
Well, they're working out off of imagination. In a way, right, where Whitsitt's starting point is around where I was talking about earlier, when I was suppressed by quantum erasure. But I don't go past, what is logical. Whereas Whitsitt starts adding things in and bringing things up and making stuff up. It's like before you know it, he's a whole new paradigm made up. It's like, hang on now a minute, you've gone past, you've gone past that point. But it's a pity that we are suppressed on this show, Flatsy. It's a pity.
Oh, what a pity.
Yeah.
Huey would censor you.
Yes, that's what he does. He censors me. He censors everyone. He doesn't allow the argument to progress. What he does.
Man, I'm not hearing you keeping I'm not hearing you keeping this show going. What's going on out here?
We were keeping your show going. Thank you very much. Appreciate the thanks and the gratitude.
Yeah. Nathan.
Huey, why are you censoring me?
Had to go get some kiwis.
Ugh.
Big hairy fruit.
And since I don't have a catheter in here, I had to, make a stop. All right.
Nobody wants to hear you eating, so let's go.
I'm sorry. All right, where are we at? We're black holes, center, we're immaterial black holes, immaterial, and we got black hole demon black holes and ether was coming up. All right, let's see where we go.
I mean,
it's only fair.
Sure. Because but I would say the portal is not nothingness, right? The portal is just ether.
Really? What's that?
The undefined. The great undefined.
But whatever.
He said, but whatever.
Ether portal, I get infinite space. It's only fair.
So if he gets his ether portal, then you get infinite space. That's a good deal, Jeremy. Good job. Oh my God.
I think that was sarcasm. It was actually pretty good.
Fair. I mean, sure, you can have it, but it's just yours is invalid because space isn't.
Oh, you're just invalid because why? Jeremy's invalid, but you're valid? Why?
I mean, sure, you can have it, but it's just yours is invalid because space isn't real. But yeah.
Space isn't real again. That's the second time he said this. I think I'm on to something.
You know, whatever.
No, just the space and it's like just go. You know, just
Jeremy's a
going in one
glober.
No, I'm not talking about like floating ball space. I'm talking like space balls. I'm talking about like fucking me to you. You know what I'm saying? I could just keep going in this direction like forever, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah. So actually, we would agree in that
dead
sense.
reckoning. Like you can take it as dead reckoning, or you can follow.
What does dead reckoning have to do with this? This guy's drunk, man.
A coordinate system, for example. I mean, when you say, I'm going to go in that direction forever, that statement, that very statement, you could be following like dead reckoning or...
I'm sorry for this, folks. I don't know where this is going. I'm putting you through this. It's not purposeful.
Something stupid.
All right.
This way it comes.
Or, yes, I'm not doing it purposely. It's just I don't know where they're going.
Coordinate system. Like, which one is it?
Bro, is this guy in the SpaceX suit for real? That's kind of funny.
I will just say real quick, dude. I do think ether is non-Cartesianal.
Well, what's ether first? And then we'll get to whether it's Cartesianal or not.
These are the times you need Adam.
That would be nice.
Okay, Ken Wheeler.
Somebody said, okay, Ken Wheeler.
Well, I think he's right about that, yeah.
Oh, they busted him. Does Ken Wheeler think that ether is non-Cartesianal? He must, because he agreed with him. Too funny.
Like it doesn't
Witsit Wheeler.
Witsit Wheeler, nice move.
You can't measure it with like length, width, breadth and stuff like that.
You can't measure what? Ethers? Why not? What the hell is ethers? We're back to this again. This is we're going retro back like 4 or 5 years ago. Go on.
Yeah, but he says you can't measure it with length, width, and breadth, I think he said, which is kind of the same thing. But then what can you measure it with? Do you know what I mean? That's the next thing. What's he going to come up with?
I know.
What was that thing he tried to claim he was measuring ether with? Wasn't it the Michelson-Morley? Was it that?
Well, yeah. That's what he said a few years ago. I know what you can measure it with.
Go on.
A mood ring?
Okay.
A mood ring. Sounds like something Flatsy would have.
I'm so glad I didn't finish what I was going to say.
Those are like
why not? Just gave a distinction between one coordinate system that uses for say angles.
This drunk guy's on coordinate system still.
Right.
You can't say there's this much space in this volume. Like why?
There's no volume in the ether.
There's no volume in the ether. Uh-oh. We're going to run into some problems.
That's my opinion.
I thought you were talking about space.
Did he say it was just his opinion? I think that's what he said. Let's see. Let's hear it again.
Why?
There's no volume in the ether. That's my opinion.
Okay, he did say it's opinion. So does that give him a get out of incoherent jail free card for the rest of this? Or no?
No, because besides the completely undefined ether, he said as a statement of fact, there's no volume in the ether. Right? Then he said it's just his opinion. None of that comes together in any way.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep, you're right. It's incoherent. Yep.
It's like an inverted triangle in all directions. If you know what I mean, it's a possibility.
Well, you know that lengths don't have lengths, so it's not a triangle. You know, somebody sent me, 3 people sent me different messages with some hilarious friggin' graphics and stuff concerning that triangle stuff.
What was the one I said on the video I made today? Oh yeah, I always deny the existence of the wall I'm painting.
They might as well say that no sense makes sense.
I thought you were talking about space though. You can't we can't measure space with up down breadth length width.
Space doesn't exist. That's like if you want to.
Space doesn't exist now, so that's not the vacuum of space because Jeremy qualified it. He's talking about the space, you know, length, width, and height, like around it. So okay, what's it? Space doesn't exist. Okay.
Conceptually do that, sure. You can.
I can conceptually measure volume. What? Huh? Come again?
Conceptually describe.
Is this like the conceptual triangle from the other night with your progeny server? Is that where we're headed?
The concept of space, but like when you act like it's a real thing, you know, that's where you're gonna.
That's where we're going to have some problems when we act like it's space, like around me, like where my kiwi bowl is sitting. That doesn't exist, huh?
Issues.
Oh, it's a thing. No.
You think we're going to have issues?
Oh, it's a thing, dude. There's space in between me and you right now.
Uh-oh. Let's hear this.
Oh, it's a thing. No, it's a thing, dude. There's space in between me and you right now.
No, there's not. No, there's not.
No space in between Jeremy and Witsit. None whatsoever. So what's going on here? Are you within the same space? Is he right next to you? What about trains, planes, and automobiles?
Yeah. Like, so we can't measure the distance between you two then?
No, it's not that you can't measure it. It's not there.
It doesn't exist. That's the point. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. We're going off the deep end.
And you know what's funny about that? A distance that doesn't exist would be an infinite. You could describe it as infinite because the infinite has no distance.
I'd be very careful, Brian. From this point forward.
No, because I know I don't need to be careful. I'm absolutely fine. If he's claiming no space, then he's claiming there is no distance, right? Now that could be no distance, but he's right up next to Jeremy, or they're an infinite away from each other.
Concept.
No, there's not.
That's a concept. Yeah. Just like that.
There's no space in between us.
No.
You already said it again. There's no space between Jeremy and Witsit. Jeremy, I don't know where Jeremy is, but I think it's far from Witsit.
Because let me give you
let him explain it. Now he's going to give you a just so story, a glue sniffing just so story. Betcha. Yeah, he's going to have to
break it down, right? So say you have a vacuum chamber.
All right, we have a vacuum chamber. Doesn't a vacuum chamber have volume? My son's listening to me, and he's in the bathroom, and he said, nope.
He tried to poke the bear.
He heard me ask the question, little stinker. What does a vacuum chamber have, then? I can't say your sister to him because that's my daughter.
Yeah, he has you there, your usual retort. He's absolutely furious.
He just
he goes back to get you.
He just heard me. He just heard me say it, and then he giggled as he walked away.
Good grief.
And you're gonna pull out as much air as you can, right?
All right, we got a vacuum chamber. We're gonna follow this. So we have a vacuum chamber, and we're gonna pull as much air out of that chamber as possible. All right, everyone following?
So you would say there's space in that chamber.
Yes, there's volume in that chamber where those things that you pulled out occupied. Yeah, that's correct.
Like there's still some gas pressure, so
don't mix it up.
Mainstream would say there's a few hydrogen atoms.
Mainstream, is that where I take my fishing pole? Where's this mainstream? Why would they say anything? How do you know what mainstream would say regarding this? Just stick with your story. Stop stalling. Get to the point.
Bouncing around, like a few hydrogen atoms per cubic meter or whatever.
Let's say that you could take... Now, you can't take everything out of that vacuum chamber, right? You can't do that. It's impossible. But let's just say, just for argument's sake, that we had a vacuum chamber and we could pull all the gas out of that vacuum chamber. We just pulled it all out. There's no gas in that vacuum chamber. Are you telling me that vacuum chamber doesn't fucking exist now? What's it? You absolute glue-sniffing idiot.
Okay, but what's in between those quote-unquote atoms? Obviously, I don't believe...
Quote, unquote. That's what... Whenever you hear him say that, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting ready to be screwed. Quote, unquote, intents and purposes, that sort of thing, good faith discussion. Just get ready. You're going to get ready to get boned. Let's go back.
Per cubic meter or whatever. Okay, but what's in between those quote-unquote...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did he say per cubic meter? Did he just say that?
A few hydrogen atoms per cubic meter or whatever.
He did say that. What's that per cubic meter? What is that a measure of? Anyone?
I think he said space doesn't exist.
No, listen to what I'm saying. He just said per cubic meter. What is that a measure of?
Space.
Volume.
Thank you very much. You're both right, but volume.
Whatever. Okay, but...
Not whatever.
What's in between those quote-unquote atoms?
What's in between those quote-unquote atoms? The same thing that's in between your ears. Empty space.
Obviously, I don't believe in the atoms. Doesn't matter.
Obviously, because you're a moron. I'd like to hear a discussion between him and a chemical engineer. I would really... I'd get the popcorn out for that one. Good?
I almost spit my coffee.
All right, so we're still following the discussion. Try to stay focused.
Okay, but what's in between those quote-unquote atoms? Obviously, I don't believe in the atoms. Doesn't matter.
So how can you ask what's in between the things that you don't believe exist? Jesus.
I'm just asking you, like, what would be in between the atoms?
What kind of question is that? I already told you empty space, but you're getting off the topic.
You're getting me confused with the glober. Whether you have space with stuff in it or space with nearly no stuff in it is not really.
Yeah, it's not really relevant. Jeremy, that's right. Did you hear that? I can't believe he said that.
Space with nearly.
Let's go back.
You're getting me confused with the glober. Whether you have space with stuff in it or space with nearly no stuff in it is not really.
Yeah. Not relevant to Witset's point because Witset's lost the plot already. Wow.
What
I
is?
No, time out.
What
You're
is
saying
space?
space with nearly no stuff in it. Okay, so I'm saying what is there where there's no stuff in it?
Uh-oh, we're getting to nothing can't exist. I got that feeling.
No stuff in it can exist. That's the point. So
There's
like
still space there. Like there'd still be space there. What do you mean? There's a volume there.
You
said while Witsit's rumpusing him, Jeremy said there's a volume there. Way to go, Jeremy. That's 2 for 2 last minute or so.
So you're saying nothing exists.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying nothing exists. I'm saying in between. I'm saying if you have 2 points, Egypt, take 5, dude. Just take 5, bro. I'm saying if you have 2 points, there's space in between them. That's all. Whether there's a lot of stuff in between those 2 points or a little bit of stuff is not really relevant.
Outstanding. Got faith in you still, Jeremy.
Bro, like the point I'm trying to make to you is when you're saying
but bruh, ass clown.
like a little bit of stuff, it necessarily implies that some portion of that volume is emptiness.
Yeah, like that volume between your ears.
And I'm just explaining to you that emptiness.
No, you're not explaining. You're giving him an idiot glue-sniffing just-so story. That's what you're doing.
Nothingness doesn't exist, so... Yeah.
Nothingness can't exist, Flatsy. What is that?
Double negative.
Glue sniffer.
It does matter. So you're calling it space, but it's actually ether.
So the nothingness that can't exist is ether. That's what he just said, ladies and gentlemen.
It's so stupid.
That's the conclusion.
How did anybody like pull that out of their behinds? It's just, it's not coherent.
Yeah. Well, that's why we have Witsit.
It's a medium.
So nothing is now a medium. That's not the definition of a medium. A medium's quintessential attribute is substance. You want me to go down and track that definition down? It's intuitive, but I can go get it. I'm not doing it.
There's no empty space. So if you want to say, now again, for like good faith purposes,
you're getting ready to get screwed. Remember I told you, good faith, intents and purposes, quote unquote, you're going to get boned. Ladies and gentlemen.
Of like intents and purposes, right?
I used it. That's when he lied. He used that when we caught him lying on that show. What was that? What was it? Tim who? Tim Pool? Was that
Tim
it?
Pool.
Yeah.
Tim Pool, yeah.
Yep. That's when we caught him lying. Yeah.
You're 100% correct, though. They are always his poker cards.
Yeah.
As soon as you start hearing them, ether is coming in, some bullshit is coming in. Yeah, you're going to get boned.
He's greasing the skids. Open up wide.
Sure. Yes. Like, I know what you're saying. Like, say there's.
You know what he's saying? That there's like a distance in between you and him? I sure hope so.
Ether, you could still try to.
What is ether?
To measure a distance within that ether.
Pause. I think he's defined ether as nothing, which is correct. If you think about what he's after saying there, because he's saying that. Sorry, Flatty?
Said, oh, the irony.
Yeah, exactly. The irony of it. Yeah, he's saying what people would call nothing, which is not nothing because that space is occupied by energy. But as far as matter goes, but the space between two particles or whatever of gas is ether. It's not nothing between those.
It's more. You're right, but it's more fundamental. The biggest point that we got here. So I got a propane tank outside. It's 200 gallon. What Whitsitt is saying here is, if I pull out all the liquid and all the gas, you can't do that because that would violate second law. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that we can pull out everything in that propane tank. We get everything out of it, right? What Whitsitt's saying is the volume in that propane tank stops existing.
Yes. He's denying the existence of the very tank that he needs to create the nothing that he's calling his ether. You know what I mean? That's why it's ridiculous. He has to deny the walls of the vacuum. Go on, Flatty.
No, you're right. No, keep going.
It's a
that's it. Though. Yes.
It's a reverse stuff. Double glue sniffing. Bash yourself in the face with a spade shovel. Dive headfirst in the drained cement pond. That's what this is.
Yeah, it's not a triangle. That's what they're saying.
Sure. You're okay. Like, but I'm always going to push back against. It's not.
He's always going to push back against the existence of volume.
Well, bro, I'm not a glober though. Like, you act like I'm trying to say like we're going to space balls in the sky and shit. Dude.
No, you're just saying space. Like space is a real.
Did you like that, Brian? You like space balls?
Yeah, it is. What you said and then what Jeremy said. Yeah, he's always going to push back against the existence of volume.
That is really good. But what I see going on here, Jeremy has to approach Whitsitt this way, because if you don't agree with him, he always says you're like a glober or something like that.
Oh, I got you. I'm shocking with you. Yeah. Yeah, so it's sort of a social stigma.
Yeah, like if you don't agree with his whole ether, whatever that is, if you don't agree with that, then you're like a glober. And you believe in space balls and the vacuum of space.
I think you got it. I think you're onto something. And I'll tell you what, I'm tired of this guy looking at me over here. All right? So, can somebody post something else over here to get this out of here? Oh God!
Thing, bro, and it's not.
I mean, not
it's a real.
In and of itself,
he's a closeted glober.
There you go. There you go. Not in and of itself, but it's a description. Yeah, it's a mathematical description.
It's a math. What is a mathematical description? What? You forgot to pinpoint that. What? Volume? What's it describing? The volume of your chamber? Is that a concept? You have the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable, glue sniffer. My word, this is stupid.
It's a place.
Because Jeremy, I would say your more accurate argument, you're just saying a length between two things.
That's right. Yeah.
Your more accurate argument is you're just saying a length between two things. That didn't make any damn sense.
Yeah. Space.
Jeremy, you told me to take a break, and he told you, like, he just spoke something that didn't make any sense. He said,
"Bro, you can barely talk right now. You're slurring your words, dude."
Ether.
Like,
I'm not slurring anything. He said,
"I'm not slurring anything."
Ether.
You're wasted. You're
sorry.
Smashed right
He's
now,
absolutely slurring his words.
Dude, buddy.
No, that's you, bro.
You're Liddy, but are you one of those there's no ether guys?
Here we go. Flatsy. Yeah.
The false dichotomy.
There's no ether, guys. Oh gosh. Yes, I'm one of those. Because what the heck is ether?
Yeah.
No, I don't even know what the ether is.
Don't worry, Witsit doesn't either.
That's perfect. That was perfect.
You're claiming ether. What is ether?
Damn, he put it to him. What is the ether? The junk put it to him. All right. Is everyone ready? What do you think he's going to say?
Something completely different from all the other times he was asked. That's what he does every time.
A mediumless medium.
Anyone else? We'll open it up to the panel.
An area of no volume? Sorry.
It could be. Yeah,
A substrate.
I don't know. Hey, you already said one. Stick with one and let other people join in.
Logical framework.
That's a good one. Yep, he said that before. Okay. Anyone else? So we got logical framework. Are you sticking with a substrate, Flatsy, or the other one?
It doesn't matter.
You're not playing the game.
But you ruined Flatsy. Flatsy had all enthusiasm, and you took it away.
I took it away from him.
Deflated me.
I'm sorry. All right. Without further ado, I present to you Witless, telling us what ethers are. Here we go.
It's the background.
He's got you. It's the background medium. I think Flatsy was the closest.
Ether. What is ether?
It's the background medium.
Background medium. Background.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. It sounds like you're trying to convince yourself.
you don't have to call it ether, but
you don't have to call it ether.
Yeah, we'll call it what it actually is called, which is energy. That's what we remember we got to the point where we found out what it was he was hijacking. It was the energy that still existed between those gas molecules in the vacuum.
That's on you. He might have said that could have been one of the 80 things he said it was.
Well, no, that's what he's describing.
No.
And when he was put on the spot, he said, well, you can call it energy, you can call it anything you like. You can go back, it's in your recordings.
Well, that's one of the 80 things that he called it.
But it's a logical necessity. So
oh shit! I heard it wasn't logical framework, but it was a logical necessity. I think that's a ding. Whoever said, I think it was says who, right? Where'd he go?
Yeah, it was him.
Okay, so that's a ding.
You're friends with him, so you're going to side with him anyway.
Hey, let's keep it clean.
So if I take a vacuum chamber, right, and I suck as much air as I can.
Yeah, you're gonna suck all of it up. You can suck the chrome off the trailer hitch, can't you?
And out of it, right? And so say there's still some air or gas molecules or however you want to conceptualize that.
Well, let's just say that everything's out of it.
What's in between the gas molecules? I asked QE this.
Oh shit! I'm back in this again. How do I get here? What is going on here? I'm speechless. You asked, why bring me up?
Can I get a J? Can I get a J?
Yeah. So the bad guy turns up here again for whatever reason. I don't know.
Right. And so say there's still some air or gas molecules or however you want to conceptualize that. What's in between the gas molecules? I asked QE this.
Good.
All good now.
I got a feeling that it's not going to be not going to be a good scenario for me.
Oh, really? You think?
It's not going to put me in a good light. I'm just suspecting. Let's go back. Here we go.
Conceptualize that. What's in between the gas molecules? I asked QE this, and he just like dropped the ball big.
Oh, did I? Did I drop the ball big time? Is this argument by cliche? Do you have proof of this? Do you have proof of this, by the way? There, what's it?
Is he going to say what he's saying you said?
Is he going to say what I'm saying? He's what?
Is he going to say what he's saying you said?
Yes, I think that's it. So I dropped the ball big time. How?
So he said space, and I said, what? What is space? And then he said linked with breadth. I said, that's
what it is.
Math. That's not a real.
That's not mad. It's sort of volume
thing. So what's actually there? And then
no, not what's actually there. See, you switched up the question. Not what's actually there in the space, but space itself.
He didn't say mad. He said math, like mathematics.
Did he say math? Let's go back.
Yep.
Let's go back.
And he just like dropped the ball big time. So he said space. And I said, what? What is space? And then he said linked with breadth. I said, that's math. That's not a real
that's math. Uh-oh, we got a friggin' triangle here. That's not math. Length. What's the length of length?
Yeah.
What's the length of height? That's not math. You're an idiot, dude.
Thing. So what's actually there? And then he just cussed me out and muted me or whatever.
Oh, no, I didn't. I want evidence of this. Do you got a recording? I think you're making shit up. Because, yeah, all you got to say, QE's the bad guy. He got real scared of volume, so he cussed me out and muted me. I think you're making that shit up.
But so the question is, there's a few ways to ask this, right? But what's there, something or nothing?
Here we go again, do-si-do.
Yeah.
Or you can say you look in the vacuum chamber and you see like light waving.
Oh my God! Has anyone looked in? Has anyone seen light waving? Anyone?
No, not well, certainly not when I look into vacuum chambers.
Oh boy.
What is waving?
According to you, light is waving.
So just you can answer the first question. Like, what's in the vacuum chamber? If I suck as much air out of it, something or nothing?
I'm a proponent of something.
There's volume in there.
Okay.
I don't think nothing can exist. Like the term "nothing" does not exist in reality. It's again.
Right. So you would agree that that's a true dichotomy.
Yeah, that's kind of stopping me there.
Sorry. I was mesmerized.
They think they're waxing philosophical, but they're really just puking all over us.
No, they're puking all over themselves, but they don't realize it.
Something or nothing. And
true. Yeah, I'll agree.
And nothing cannot exist.
Blatzy, what's that?
Double negative.
Yes.
So something has to be there.
That something has to be there, and that something is a nothing. That's ether. That's his argument.
This is what I was saying a few minutes ago. This is where eventually we got to with him. And I remember I was specifically focusing on it, that, and he couldn't address it, that what he's referring to there, what he's doing now is he's acting as if he has now educated people in some kind of a fact that there is something between those molecules of gas that still exist in that vacuum, right? But that's not something that he's just educated people in. That is already a known fact.
The Lord.
I was going somewhere.
I just love it because I do that to Adam all the time. Roger Ledwell sent, remember, this is a what is topic, QE.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember it. Thanks. Appreciate that. So, can we move on?
No, I have to finish what I was saying.
Roger, save me again, man. Come on, dude.
Someone needs to send more super chats. See, because that's what he's doing. He's after switching it around to how he's now educating people on something that's already known. And he's going to then try and hijack that thing that's already known, which is energy between those molecules. He's going to now hijack that and call that ether and say it's waving.
That's profound.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I call that
You're
something
calling it the
ether.
ether.
Calls that something ether, which is a nothing.
Yeah, you don't have to.
But you can't have something. You can't have something without space to. You can't have something without space to have it in, though. If there's no.
That's profound. Jeremy, all right.
No space, you have nothing.
That is
not you, dude. I'm not talking to you, bro. You're drunk.
Wow.
Talking to Witsit.
Is that how we're gonna have a conversation, man? Really?
I'm not having a convo with you. I'm trying to address Witsit.
Okay, so I'll go on mute.
I'm not. You're drunk, bro. Just take 5, dude.
Jeremy, you got beef with Egypt or something?
Yeah, he's drunk. What's it?
You listen to him. He's wasted.
It's a bit meandering.
I do think he's a little lit, but
well, I'm kind of curious, Jeremy.
Now we got everyone and their sister going to jump in.
Would you say that like, is it something to do with like space is mediated by pressure and substance or something?
No, space is just volume. Something like that.
Like it's
I'm
the
saying
state
if you
of,
don't have space, I'm saying if you don't have space, you don't have nothing. You have nothing. There's no. You can't have anything without space to put it in.
Who says who?
Can you?
Says who?
He was just in here.
OMG, dude.
Yeah, can you acknowledge what Witz is saying, though? Because it sounds like you're making the conceptual argument, and what Witz is saying is you need to acknowledge the dichotomy, though. Either
What's the dichotomy?
Oh, pause.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Witz denied the existence of space area, right?
Yes.
Right. And then he talked about what's between the molecules.
In space?
Right. So, what's that occupying, that thing between the molecules?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it. As soon as you said it, I said, yeah, I got it. Yeah. It's stupid on so many levels, it's hard to keep track of them all.
there's nothing there, or there's something, and you're saying.
Good.
Yeah, I was going to say he's forgetting about the space inside his head.
Yes, he is.
That nothing doesn't exist, so something is there.
Nothing doesn't exist. Flatsy?
Double negative.
Yeah.
What's that?
Jeremy's like, what? Huh?
Dude, okay, so if I have a vacuum chamber,
I'm saying there is space. Space is a thing, kinda.
Space is a thing? Kinda? Really, Jeremy? You're kind of losing your conviction. My word.
Kind of. Okay, so, like, come on, bro.
Everyone's going to laugh at that because stupid.
Like, no, it's not a thing.
If you've got a volume and a container, I mean, the space is that which it's contained within.
Yeah, duh.
No.
Well, no, you have a mathematical.
Well, no, it's just volumes mathematical. You just have maths in there, in the chamber. It's just, that's what it is. Fucking idiot.
You have a mathematical description. You have a mathematical description that.
Of what? What are you describing? A concept or volume? Wow.
We call space to describe whatever is in there.
Whatever is in there. You got the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable again. There doesn't have to be anything in there. Now there does, or to be a second law of thermodynamics violation. Just like I said, for argument, if you pull everything out, everything, all liquid, gas, solid, everything's out of there. Then Witsit denies the volume that everything that was in there resided in. Once you pull it out, he denies that the space in there, the volume, he denies that exists. Ladies and gentlemen, I already said that like 3 times. I won't do it again.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think his brain has entropied, and that's what's happened. Now he's walking around with a vacuum in his head.
A vacuum?
There is not space, because again, space is just the mathematical description of whatever actually is in
2x4. You can give that a mathematical description, but that means the 2x4 doesn't exist. Is that where you're going with this? What's it? Ass clown.
There. So you can't just say space is in there. You're saying the mathematical description of the mathematical description is in there.
He needs to be institutionalized. Yeah. About it. Paddy wagon. The needles, the 10-penny nail needles, the whole 9 yards. Straight jacket. They need to take you right now. You're off the reservation.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't get this.
You don't make any sense.
Do you take up a volume?
Uh-oh.
In the space?
Like, conceptually?
I don't understand this.
Conceptually? Yeah, like the conceptual triangle.
What Witsit is claiming is that everything has an ether, not a volume.
Oh boy.
I don't understand. Where are we talking about? In what sort of reality are we referring to?
I don't get.
He'll just rumpus you. What's your name? Rick Sky? He's just gonna rumpus the shit out of you.
Well, I guess I don't get what.
I can help.
You don't get that there's like a volume in a container? What's it? You don't get that, huh? Okie dokie.
Can help. It's the phrasing. He doesn't take up a volume.
He doesn't? Then another glue sniffer.
His existence is described, or what he takes up is described as a volume.
So he doesn't have a volume, but what it's described as, his existence, can be described as a volume. Got it?
Correct. Like I'm a real physical.
Correct.
You're applying things the wrong way around in language. That's why you have a problem.
In language, that's why we have a problem. Like the wrong way around. Can you explain yourself?
That's what he's saying.
Look, I'm a real physical thing. So yes, you can measure me, right? Like I'm 6'1". Like you can measure me and say that I have a volume.
There goes your argument.
Okay, but I'm a real physical.
But there are no buts.
Physical thing, but you can't.
Yeah, you already said that.
Can't pretend that a measurement of nothingness.
That'd be you.
Or just space itself is a real physical thing.
Does that make sense to everyone? Everyone got that? My word.
Good Lord.
Right. It's just how we conceive of volume.
It's how we conceive of volume, man. It's how we conceive of that.
Space and volume are interchangeable effectively. Volume is just
How long can I go with this?
a description, meaning I have the length of a 2x4.
Okay.
I can throw away the math altogether and pretend we're cavemen, and I don't know. Although we were not going to have 2x4s if we're cavemen, but we can pretend we're a caveman. We haven't created the language of math at all. That piece of wood is still there.
That's astonishing.
Right? Like it doesn't need to be described to exist.
Would you say the same to time, for example?
Yes.
Because that's how.
Oh boy, now we're going to conflate it with time because of space-time horseshit.
How I perceive it, because to me, space, time, these are both of the same fucking tree. It's the same concept.
What tree is that? They're the same concept? I don't think so.
It's a concept, nothing more.
Correct.
I believe in space and time.
So volume's a concept that doesn't actually exist. Can somebody tell me how many items are sold by volume? Roughly? What would you guess?
Everything.
It's not
almost.
Almost. It's a big number. I guess we're just selling concepts. Fair enough.
I use space and time in everyday
See,
life.
but doesn't okay, I'm imagining something like a balloon, right? So there's a certain amount of pressure that the balloon applies, and then as you put the medium into the balloon, it puts back it pushes back against the balloon, and then it starts taking up volume or space. So I guess that's the way I was conceiving of it.
Yeah, okay.
Like space is a proportional relationship.
Here we go. Little rumpus.
If I can measure the width of the floor of the vacuum chamber, is that a concept?
According to Whitsitt, it is.
Or is it an actual measurement of the width of the floor?
No, it's maths.
Material?
They're using maths.
It's maths.
And it's sort of energetic state, essentially. And this is why like the Earth is the size that it is because there's a certain amount of energy and there's a certain sort of, there's a quality or a characteristic to water, and it's mediated by that sort of, so the space that we inhabit is a mediation between the energy and the material interacting with one another, creating the space.
Yeah,
Does that make
there's
sense?
no energy or materialism to space.
I think that's kind of the point. Yeah, like the energy and the matter are real physical things. The space actually isn't. Like, for like again, good faith intention for.
Why didn't you wait until Brian was speaking?
Anyways, Roger Ledwell sent one more thing: ping pong golf ball. LOL.
We forgot about that. Thanks a lot, Roger. Appreciate it. Yeah, touche. I had forgotten all about that. What?
I have to drop out.
That's no more super chats. No more super chats then.
I have to drop.
All right, brother.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
See you later. Bye, Patsy. See everyone.
Bye. Take care.
You see how he just left and has me put up with this shit?
We don't have to take this anymore.
We don't. Let's see what we got. How long have we been going? It's 4:30. I guess we can go for a few more minutes.
Purposes, it's a very useful concept. In fact, it's such a useful concept that it becomes difficult to even have discussions about existence without using them, which is why Henri Poincaré or whatever, he said, it is not the universe that imposes space and time on us, but rather.
Yeah, it doesn't impose space and time on us. Henri Poincaré is a moron.
Rather, it is we who impose space and time on it.
Yeah, profound. That's really stupid.
And what he's saying is because we lack the ability to describe it without.
Describe what? A volume? No, we can describe it.
Those concepts, but those concepts aren't real.
That's how we. That's the only way to communicate. I mean, that's the only way to make sense of it. Is to call.
Sounds more like he's
sense of what?
The quantum physicist, honestly.
Well,
whoever popped in there says nothing to do with quantum mechanics.
Bonnie Poincaré is the one that came up with 4D space geometry and was stolen from Einstein. I mean, he.
It was stolen from Einstein. No, it's the other way around. Poincaré came up with the idiocy, and Einstein stole it.
He did, but to be fair, his was an etheric model. But
an etheric model? What might that be? First, we want to know what ethers is, and then next we want to know what a model is, and if this model is scientific or not. That's where that'll come to its obliterating end. All of this nonsense.
Yeah, I'm not saying I like stamp everything the guy ever said. He said that quote very well, right? Like that makes the point. Which,
what's the point?
Is that, dude, it's not a real thing. We impose.
What's not a real thing?
Impose that on existence because
we impose volume on existence, eh? Okie dokie.
We just need our need to describe it. It's the same reason why they came up with all these quantum models, so they could.
This has nothing to do with quantum mechanics. You don't know what quantum models are. You don't know what quantum mechanics is, and you definitely don't know what a model is. That's for sure.
Count it, because like we can't. For example, even with the electron, right? Like the electron, we.
Oh my God.
Couldn't really have created circuit boards and stuff the way we did if we weren't able to quantify things and throw them into equations so that we could replicate.
It's because they're a bunch.
That's a bunch of inane gibberish, dude. Just gibberish.
Bunch of money changing. They can't help themselves. They want to quantify everything, so they.
Oh, brother.
Gotta be, yeah, exactly. And the problem is you can't quantify the immaterial.
Can't quantify the immaterial. What's ether? Yep, you can't quantify it. There you go.
So it's a useful description. It isn't an accurate description.
You betcha it's not accurate.
Of reality.
Bro, without space, there's nowhere to put anything. Like you have to have, like your body. If there's no space, there's nowhere to put your body.
Shut up, Globy.
Wait, why not?
Somebody said, "Shut up, Globy." Dude, buddy.
Because where's your body gonna be if there's no space?
Without the body,
it's gonna be in the ethers.
Without the body, there's nothing to put in the space.
Wait.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but you don't bring up the space again. Like you're saying, where are you gonna put it? Okay, this goes back to my first question, which is, if I have a vacuum chamber, I suck the air out. What's inside the vacuum chamber? Something or nothing?
Here we go again. Why don't you just ask him or answer the very simple question that he asked? Not to go back to your idiot vacuum chamber that doesn't exist in reality or in nature. Sorry about that. Why don't you just answer his question? Now you're going to train wreck yourself again with your idiot vacuum chamber.
I would say stuff's in there. The stuff's still in there.
Okay, so
of course, Jeremy, it allows him to bypass his very simple question to chase down his little red herring fallacy.
So what though?
So my body's just in that something. What do you mean?
In the
your body's in the something? What?
Space.
No, it's not space because space is nothing.
Oh my God, man. It's getting tedious, ladies and gentlemen. I think I made my point. What do you think, Flatsy? You think I made it?
Many times over.
Yeah, too many times over.
Yeah, it's just a no-brainer at this point. It's just stupid.
So, since Brian's gone, Flatsy, guess what? Wait for that though. Hold off on. Stand fast. So, Saturday. That's a very good question. Whether we're going to have a show Saturday. I'd like for Adam to kind of mosey on in by Saturday, but I don't know that. Let's just go tentatively. Maybe.
Okay, a tentative maybe.
A tentative maybe.
Well, I'm down.
Oh my God. That's what happens after listening to a couple hours of Mr. Ping Pong Golf Ball. So
no joke. No joke.
Do this. So go ahead, Flatsy.
Thank you guys for coming out and checking out the QE Live, and hope you all have a good day and a blessed evening.
Thank you, Career.
Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Earth so flat, plain, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Jaron said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight.
You know.
Earth is like Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yipper.
Yeah.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
I think quantum is the most impressive and precise and advanced field of science in the history of mankind. And we have incredible advancement and precision and predictive capabilities. Like, it's amazing what we do on the quantum scale.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
I think quantum is the most impressive and precise and advanced field of science in the history of mankind.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
I think quantum is the most impressive and precise and advanced
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
field of science in the history of mankind.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.
Quantum mechanics is a real field of science where we do scientific experiments. It's probably the most precise science known to man.
Quantum mechanics is beyond retarded.